So I don't actually, you know what? I don't actually know what the rules are when it comes to Eidolons getting zapped.
They can't come back for a day.
Is it a whole day?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just looking at Eidolon base forms. Who cares? Base forms. Load of crap. Eidolon. Okay, here we go. Let's look here. Begins in play. Summon what? Throw a few more ads on here. Same alignment. Treated summon creatures. 1 minute. Hit points. So Eidolon is sent back to its home plane due to death. It cannot be summoned again until the following day. Can't be sent back, but spells such as dismissal or banishment work normally. That's fun to know. He assuming that whatever it was that this shot a ray at him, and assuming that whatever it was whatever that ray did, I think Ilindar would said that it looked like he froze for a second, so maybe a cold ray of some kind, and then he just completely disappeared. So I think it's fair to say that his Eidolon got zapped back to wherever Eidolons come from. Hey, Dan.
Hello, guys.
Welcome back, amigo.
Thank you. Boy, that was a heck of a video to watch. I was stressed. It had a cliffhanger ending.
Yeah. A lot of bad things happening to your friends during that time.
Yeah. If we're all going to die, let's all die together. Let's wait till everybody can be here and die with us.
There you go. Perfect.
I don't want to die.
It was funny. There were two things I remembered. Like I forget who it was who said it. That they said last time we faced this giant, we ran away. And I was like, no, Lothar dismissed it.
No.
And then
he tried.
Luckily, Chuck remembered and tried again. But
he tried, but it made it safe. So I mean, that might be something that Lothar tries again. Because I think he's got a couple of those, but I don't know, Chuck. Is that something that you have more than one of in your bag of tricks?
It's something I can try twice.
Okay. But I mean, Dom makes a good point with Storm sort of bounced. That's not an easy thing.
No, and the for the most part, dismissal's probably going to fail, but he could roll a 1.
You can roll a 1.
And actually, he doesn't need to roll a 1. I think his like plus 15, and the save is 19 or something similar. So it's not even he has to roll a 1.
It's a will save, right?
He has to roll pretty low.
Well, his will's only plus 5.
And yeah, it's a will save.
So his will's only plus 5. So the DC you said was what, 17?
19.
19. So yeah, that's not. I think he rolled a 16.
Yeah, he rolled pretty well.
He rolled pretty well last time. So yeah, his will's only plus 5. So I mean, it's a better than even chance that it works. So I don't know that things are. I don't know, Gatto. Maybe you're bailing too quickly, amigo.
No,
you take it off.
I'm alive.
Well, we already know Gatto is chaotic, cowardly. So it's all good.
Chaotic survival. Survival.
And one wonders about the psychological damage done to him by Farina. So, I mean, it could be that he was a brave young half-elf at one point, but then,
Yes.
It's Farina's fault.
I'm pretty sure he changed his name to Gatto from Sir Robin.
Sir Robin. And they had to eat Sir Robin's minstrels. Yeah.
And there was much rejoicing.
Hey, Gordon.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Oh, I don't know. Hey, Gordon, how you doing, bud?
Good.
Hey, thank you again. Just wanted to say it was very nice of you guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you. That was a really nice gift.
Yep, glad to do that.
Missed some of you guys at New Year's. How were your normal lives?
Yeah, yeah, Dan, you weren't there on New Year's. What did you go out? Are you crazy?
God forbid. Some of my family just had hung around, so they changed.
Oh, you were hosting. Okay.
Stayed until like the 2nd, so I went and hung out with them. And since you're doing B team, I didn't think you guys would miss me anyway.
Oh, we missed you.
So I had
personality.
So knowing that that it was going to be a short crew and B team, and so I had like 2 full modules prepped and ready to go. because I figured you guys would be rolling with this stuff. I'm thinking there's going to be some retirements at the end of this thing. And no, like one encounter. That was it. 5 hours.
I think it took us 2 hours, like, to get to the first action.
Yeah, what were we planning? We planned something for like an hour. I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
I remember.
it was crazy. It was nuts.
You put together little decks with a presentation.
I'm trying to think of what it was. I may have to go back and look at it.
I don't know, but we spent a lot of time on the first.
It was like an accountant's meeting on the first about what the business is going to do for them.
That's right. We did talk a fair amount about retiring characters and people's unwillingness to deal with that. So
Yeah, that's right.
no one wants to retire. So
Well, apparently we balanced all of that forethought and meeting with this encounter, which we just ran into in about 2 seconds.
that's a good point. It's just like, well, they're probably we'll catch them unawares at their front door. That's right. Hey, Mike.
How's it going?
Hey,
Yeah. Forward something to Matt, or is he? Matt's not here yet, is he?
Matt's not here yet.
Okay, let me forward this to Matt real quick. It's just Matt we're missing, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's it. Yeah.
I don't know if I did something wrong, or let's see what happens.
you have it on high.
I did. With 4 loads and by themselves. I don't know.
And for some reason, my keyboard has decided not to work. That doesn't work. That's not good. Okay. My keyboard has died.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, that's not good.
How do you do that, Les? Man, a keyboard is like basic. How do you
Yeah, I know. Keyboard, what's wrong? I don't know what I may have to. This is not good. It's completely dark. So
That's what happens when he has too many whiskeys and starts sharing it with his keyboard.
no, I'm drinking. I had too many martinis on Friday, so I'm in a bit of a alcohol lull. This is one of my non-drinking days today.
Is it a battery keyboard, Les, or wireless?
No,
or?
it's a regular. It's embedded, so I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, no words. So I'll ride it out as long as I can.
Why don't you reboot before we start? That'll probably fix it.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're gonna reboot, do it now.
All right. Tell you what, I will do it now. I will see you guys momentarily.
Okay.
See how this works. Right?
Oh, Don, you're the host now. How did you get promoted?
I was the second one.
Oh, so it's
No,
just
it
in the
wasn't.
order you log in.
I don't know how I got to be second one. I actually have Zoom client, so it might be something with that.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I also noticed on the video that I missed out on the handing out of treasure from the.
No. There's no treasure to hand out. Nothing to see
Nope,
here.
there. Nothing to see here.
What treasure was that?
Well, I guess it was a bow and a necklace that both went to Chuck because they're for the.
Oh, yeah.
And then the celestial armor for our thief who can now fly, which is awesome.
Once per day, yeah. Which now's a good time to use it.
Hey, yeah, he's gonna fly and leave us behind.
It's like, screw you guys, I'm going home.
You guys want me to try to dimensional anchor this thing and so we can kill it?
Well, it looks like Chuck is next.
I
so
don't
if you
think
can
it's trying to
dismissing
teleport
it
away.
again.
I think it's just killing us here.
Yeah.
Last time it was trying to get me so it could teleport me away. I
Right.
don't know.
This time it wasn't doing that. It was just trying to level us. And it started out very well.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to, I guess, move somewhere and see if it tries to follow me to see if that's the case for sure. If it's just trying to kill us, then yeah, we don't have to worry about that, I guess.
And he managed
Don't
to
have
take
to
out
worry
both
about that.
tanks.
Yeah, that's the attitude I was having.
At least we got a couple more people now.
Yeah, that's a bad thing last time is we didn't have our Cuisinart.
I almost killed him last time. It's this close.
Right.
And he almost killed me last time. It was even closer.
God, I wasn't here last time, was I?
Mm-mm.
Holy crap.
Well, we were missing 2 damage dealers, and yeah, it didn't go well for us. And that was only what? We've only been through, what, 1 round of combat with this thing?
Yes.
Yeah, and both tanks are gone. Well, one's half gone, the other's totally gone.
Last time.
What is that thing coming out of its mouth?
That's like a 8-legged reptile. Not sure if they're related or if it's just a different thing.
It does look like it's coming out of his mouth.
Okay, well, Farina kills it.
Yes, I would do that.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. That's a good idea.
Were you here, Dan, last time? You weren't here last time, right?
I was not. Nope, I just watched the video. I finished watching it yesterday.
Okay, yeah, because I remember Flashheart had to actually be the front man.
And he got knocked down right off the bat.
And did he back up already? I thought he was right up next to it.
No, Storm was trying to be the front man.
Yeah, and she got
Turned to stone.
paralyzed. Yeah.
So she's
Yeah,
gone
didn't
for a
Gatto
day.
do something to help Flashheart back up?
Pardon?
Didn't you do something to help Flashheart back out because he'd got knocked down?
Yeah, he said, run away.
Yeah.
because
Do what I do.
because Flashheart was going to stand there and go toe to toe.
These things are tough. I know. They got hard to hit.
Did last time you take a break?
He's rebooting.
His keyboard went out on him.
I think now that if we can have Flashheart and Fletcher and Farina all hit this at the same time and then just go
What about the
100% at it,
Basilisk?
I think, yeah, see, we got to get rid of that Basilisk. And I'm kind of useless right now. I'm a support character.
I
should have
best.
initiative, don't I?
Mike, can't you still do summon? Can't you still summon monster?
Yeah,
Other things?
I can summon things, and I've actually got the thing that makes them augmented, but
Right.
I can summon cannon fodder is what I can do, and that's what I'm going to try and do.
Yeah. At least something to distract and,
But they're not going to be a real threat to him. Nice thing about being a summoner is you get to summon things as a single action spell as opposed to a full round action.
Right. Yeah.
So is there any benefit into ringing these things in a blade barrier?
Yes, it would cut him up.
Well, only when they went to move through it. But that would also stop our frontline melee people from being able to engage that way.
That circle is black tentacles, which you can't go into black tentacles, right?
Well, you can. You just have to make
you have to save or whatever. But
yeah, there's a CMD check it does on you to see if it holds you.
they made their save last time. But if I ring them with a blade barrier, if they move through it to come towards us, then they have to deal with that.
Oh, you got enough blade barrier to ring them? That's pretty awesome.
Well, it's one of the versions. The spell's either a straight wall or it's a ring.
Yeah.
Hey there, Matt.
Hello.
What's going on, Matt?
How is everybody?
Happy New Year, Matt.
Happy New Year to you.
Nice hat.
Me?
You're wearing a lampshade for a hat.
We're
Oh, yeah.
lampshade.
Or you've got a halo.
Yes, that's well, I am a paladin after all.
He is a paladin, so he's just getting that aura going.
That's the other, yeah, that's quite nice. Right behind is a picture of well, that's not important. A picture of a top hat and a magic magician's glove and cane. I don't know.
So you can move that and still have a nice hat on.
Yep. Hey, just aside, are we waiting for Les or where'd Les go?
Let's head to reboot.
Okay.
One of
Any-
these things is not like the other. Everybody has white walls, but
I had insomnia last night, and I watched the first 2 episodes of Dracula. Anybody else catch that show on Netflix?
I just saw it advertised. I haven't watched it.
I recommend trying it out. It is bananas.
Bananas, huh?
bananas.
Yeah, it's kind of a cross between the last Bram Stoker's Dracula with Gary Oldman and Leslie Nielsen's Dead and Loving It Dracula.
Anything with Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah. Miss you, Leslie.
Now I want to watch it.
Yeah, they're like an hour and a half long. There's only 3 episodes, so it's bananas. Let me know what you think next week.
You guys hear me?
Shh, here he is.
All right, everybody, stop plotting.
Same. Since, the one next-
I showed
Oh,
up.
you guys are super funny.
Alexa, turn off retreat. Boom.
How's your keyboard, Les?
It is back in business. At least it looks like it's back in business. Very strange, but that's okay. Let me get the share back up.
Happy New Year, Les.
Happy New Year to you. How you been, man?
I'm good. Just getting to the swing of things. How about you? How's
First
how's
full
life
week of
in the-
work starts in the morning. So I worked on Thursday and Friday, but frankly I didn't like it. So
Yeah, it was. I couldn't complain too much after being out for 10 days because my wife worked every day but Christmas. So
ooh.
any grousing I did, she was like, "Oh yeah, well I'm really sad for you."
Yeah, you poor thing.
Yeah, like 10 whole days off is not enough.
Just a second. Here we go. Share.
Next year, the way the holiday falls, you probably will have 2 weeks off. We're gonna have 2 weeks.
You forgot.
Oh yeah.
I gave it to him.
No, I mean you can do remember the thing that we have where you click on the icon and
Last, I forgot to use my icon properly. Do you want to just move my 14 initiative over to the turn order, or do you want me to redo it?
Oh, you got a 14?
Yeah,
Yeah, we can do.
I was supposed to do it off my icon. As per usual, I failed.
We can.
That can't be right.
What can't?
Holy crap.
you roll a 19.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
never see the
That's
bottom
the
of my own
highest
chin.
I have ever.
All right. Here we go.
Butcher runs in to save the day, apparently.
Hey, Chuck,
Yes, ma'am.
what color is the wall behind your head?
White.
Black.
Oh my God.
Everybody's white.
One of these things is not like the other.
My office room was painted for Houston Texans stuff when I paid attention to football. So
Okay.
half the walls are white, half the walls are blue. And the white wall behind me has a framed jersey. So if I had a video camera, it would look red.
Nice.
As per Chuck, you were very focused, huh?
All right, where's our spaceship? When are we
All right.
taking off again? Oh wait,
All
wrong
right.
campaign.
Wrong campaign. Okay, here we go. So sorry about the delay. I apologize. My computer just decided to act stupid, and I don't know why. So, but it seems to be okay now. Just for those of you who were not here last time or did not get a chance to look at the video, the Fellowship of Unwilling Participants rolled up on onto what they think is the temple of the labyrinth of the Ivory Templars, or whatever they call it. It's frankly too long a name for such a hideout. Which is essentially down in a crevice, all right, or a canyon. So they came up over the top, like not so much a plateau, but kind of. And then you know how the whirlwind is set up, where it's like got these cracks and crevices and stuff like that. And this one kind of like wended around, and inside this like canyon, it looked like there was a place that that was carved out of the rock. Is what it looked like. You guys moved around and kind of like got around down to the bottom there, and sort of the bottom of this canyon, and sort of rolled up on that area. But it wasn't. You started to get pretty close, and then all of a sudden, materializing in front of you was this fella right here. A same kind of creature that had sort of chased you guys and come out of that. Remember that gate that materialized out in the whirlwind once you guys had recaptured Bardos, and one of these exact same creatures had popped out of that gate to try and get Bardos back and sort of retrieve him. Now you chase that thing off, but another one materialized in front of you. Now this one had a couple of things happen. So Lothar, so in the last probably 10 minutes of last time, this is kind of how it went. The Storm ran up on it and attacked it and did some damage. It, in return, shot some sort of ray out of its eye area, its face, at Storm, which hit Storm, and Storm froze for a minute and then disappeared. At which point everybody was like, oh, that's not good at all. Lothar tried to cast Dismissal on it, but it made its save. Bardos cast Black Tentacles, which is the purple 20-foot radius circle that you can see there. That's Black Tentacles, which it made it save. So it is not grappled by the Black Tentacles. You can see it with these four arms just sort of like swatting the tentacles away. Ilindar took a moment to make Gatto invisible and then retreated a bit. Gatto's sprung attack laid into this guy, put some bleed on him, but but got the decided impression that despite the fact that he had greater invisibility on him, that the creature could actually see him because it did sort of block one of his blows, one of his sword strikes, which, frankly, he's not used to from being invisible. After that, Flashheart charges the thing. But it's got reach, and the attack of opportunity, he laid him into him, critted him, and basically did max damage and plowed him downward, knocked him prone. Flashheart took the opportunity to jump back up and back off. And at which point, what you guys suspect is a basilisk came meandering around the corner through the black tentacles, and is looking at Flashheart. That's what we know. Gatto, after sort of getting his spring attack, yells out, "We need to run! We need to get out of here!" But Fletcher and Farina and Otto have arrived in the back of the party, so now you've got a little bit of reinforcements. So that is where we will start tonight. Right into initiative. Any questions before we jump in?
So is this a beast, this thing? I mean,
every indication seems to be that it is a construct of some kind. Now, Lothar has determined that it is extraplanar and therefore subject to dismissal, and it is also evil, and subject to things like smite evil, but for all intents and purposes, it's a construct.
I got a
Ignore
question.
that.
Right?
Go ahead, Dan.
Ignore that roll.
Oh, I got a question.
Trying to edit something.
The one? You want me to ignore that one? No, we're keeping it.
That know the rules. Has anybody ever tried a major image versus a gaze attack? Can you like negate a gaze attack with a major image? Make something look completely different from what it is? Or does the magic just pretty much supersede?
That's a great question. It is so visually focused that I don't know. Let's look at the gaze rules here quickly for a second, because it is a gaze attack. Gaze attack takes effect when foes look at the attacking creature's eyes. The attack can have various kinds of effects. The typical range is 30 feet. Saving throw varies. Blah blah blah. Opponents can avoid the need to make a saving throw by not looking at the creature in one of two ways: averting your eyes, which gives it a 50% chance of each round of avoiding your eyes. Gives you a 50% chance to avoid having to make a saving throw. However, the creature gains concealment. Or wearing a blindfold, which means you can't see it at all. You don't have to make saving throws, but the creature gets total concealment. Gaze attacks can affect ethereal opponents. A creature is immune to gaze attacks of others of its kind, so a basilisk can't turn another basilisk to stone. Allies of a creature with a gaze attack might be affected. All the creature's allies are considered to be averting their eyes and have a 50% chance of not making a save throw. So it's less about what the basilisk sees and more about what you see.
Right.
And that's, if you need its eyes, that's when the gaze attack fires off.
So
I don't know that a major image would work. It could disguise you and sort of like give you a way to escape it, but I don't know. It would avoid the gaze attack. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you saying?
If you create illusion where you can't look at its eyes, where it looks like it's a rock that doesn't have eyes, but I guess it's still.
Oh, so you're talking about casting an illusion onto the basilisk to make the basilisk look like something else.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like the girl bunny in Bugs Bunny, you know that. Just make it look like that.
Okay, that's an analogy. Yeah, I don't know. So all right, so let's look at images. That's an interesting protection idea, which I have never considered. So let's look at this. I'm just going to look at silent image real quick. I know you're talking about major image, but a silent image might do the same thing. Will save to disbelief, no spell resistance. It's a visual figment. So let's look at a figment, because there are different kinds of illusions. Okay. Figment. A figment spell creates a false sensation. Those who perceive a figment perceive the same thing, not their own slightly different versions of the figment. It is not a personalized mental impression. Figments cannot make something seem to be something else. So you can't. So
you can't put an illusion on a creature. Is that what it's saying?
Yeah, you can't make a creature look like something else. So let me go back and see if that's for silent image. Let me look at major image, because that's a whole different animal.
Now,
You could put a wall in front of it. If there was a wall,
you could do a wall in front of it. Absolutely.
Remind me when we were like when the hag was casting illusions on us, so we were fighting things that weren't there or were disguised as something else, right?
Right.
So could we do that?
Well, yes, but she wasn't changing. She was manufacturing things that weren't there. She wasn't disguising things that were there. She was basically overlaying it. So yeah, I mean, in the same way that the hag was able to change the courtyard from a horrible, disgusting shit pit into something that looked nice and manicured. You could overlay a figment on top of the basilisk. The basilisk wouldn't necessarily know that that was happening, but it could. But I guess what you're trying to do is you're only trying to block the gaze attack.
Right.
Right? And
the question is, if somebody doesn't know that they're looking at it, does that negate the gaze attack? Like if you can't actually see the eyes to know that you're looking at it, would an illusion negate that attack? I mean, it's. I mean,
what is a gaze attack? Is a gaze attack like where it's supposed to ensnare you in a gaze? Like, because.
Well, so a gaze attack is essentially a gaze attack takes effect when foes look at the attacking creature's eyes.
Like
so
into their eyes or at their eyeball area?
It says at the attacking creature's eyes. There's two ways to get around it: averting your eyes or wearing a blindfold. But it has to do with you rather than the creature. The creature's just looking around. You're trying to avoid its eyes. Its gaze attack is happening all the time. If you look at its eyes, that's when it affects you. So I'm gonna say, I mean, that's a really interesting idea. I think if there was an illusion of some sort in front of the basilisk that was in between the basilisk's eyes and the party, so that the party saw the illusion but didn't see the basilisk, then they could not meet its gaze and they would be protected. I think an illusion would protect against the gaze attack.
I disbelieve.
So you could just put a bucket in his head or something simple.
Yeah, in the same sense, could you just throw like a piece of cloth over a basilisk's eyes? Would that negate? That would negate, right? Because if you could blindfold yourself to negate the gaze, then
yes, if you could cover
you mean like a real blindfold, like if you could put like a
right.
Absolutely, yeah. If you could manage to get a blindfold over the basilisk, yeah, that would work too.
That's not a basilisk, though,
It's
right?
been like 30 years less since I've had to deal with a gaze attack like this.
I don't know. You're pulling some good stuff out of the bottom of the barrel there.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law was here last weekend. I've seen this gaze attack. I'm ready.
I have this paper I want him to read.
But yeah, no, I think an illusion would work. A figment would work, provided it was big enough or comprehensive enough to block everyone's vision. If it was interposed itself between the eyes of the basilisk and the eyes of the people, then that would work. Or a physical barrier would work. If you if you somehow conjured a cloth, a dish towel, a towel or something, that it landed on the top of its head and it couldn't get it off, that would block it too.
Yeah, you have that dish towel cantrip, right?
Got to be somewhere. Somebody has it. I know they have it.
Dish towel of enlightenment.
Come on, we've all seen Chamber of Secrets. Just have Mike summon a phoenix.
There you go. Just drag you guys out of there. Mike summons a phoenix. He's dragging him back to Hogwarts. Be all like, whatever happened to that Mike guy? No, actually, he'll be going, whatever happened to all those people that I abandoned in front of that place with that construct?
Yeah.
So last first thing, free action before anybody does anything, since Farina and Fletcher were not here. I'm just going to say, don't look into this creature's eyes, the lizards, because they're basilisks and they can turn you into stone.
Okay.
But if we stare in their stomach or their arm to aim.
Well, let's set the rules. You can avoid their gaze, but it's a 50% chance, basically, that way.
Yeah, it basically gives them concealment, and it's a 50. You roll 50-50 to see if you avoid their gaze, and if you do, then you don't have to roll a saving throw.
Now they have to be trying to gaze at you. It's not like just anyone who looks at them has to make a roll, correct?
Right. Yeah, you can't give it a side eye and get.
Is that an attack that they have to actually physically do?
No, it's passive. So
it's passive, but they have to look at you.
Yeah, they have to be looking at you. Yeah, if they're looking in a different direction.
If they're focused on something else, then nothing else gets the gaze attack.
Right.
Okay.
All right, so let's just see how far that goes. Let's see. Let me just stretch that out a little bit. Oh yeah, that's really good, I think.
Yeah. It's a little stretched there.
Sorry, that's wrong of me to do.
That is actually.
It's a 30-foot. 30-foot. I would assume it's a cone. So it starts at the creature's eyes. So it would go something like that. That's the direction it's looking at.
And so anybody who enters that cone has to make a save?
No. Well, yeah, kind of.
On its turn, it can gaze at someone inside that cone.
Yeah,
you have to make a save.
Well, now wait a second.
I mean, a gaze takes half a second. You can scan 6 people in 6 seconds easily. I mean, if that's that's not a. I don't think it should be limited like that personally. If I were a DM, I don't know.
But like, let's say I'm too far away to do this. But let's say I started to charge it. When I hit the orange cone, do I immediately have to make a save, even though it's not his turn?
Unless you are wearing a blindfold or actively averting your eyes. Now, it happens on. I'm going to say it happens on your turn. So at Flashheart's turn, he will have to do something to deal with the gaze attack of the basilisk, as will Lothar. Ilindar is out of range, as is Gatto for right now. But I have a feeling that Gatto's going to just walk right into it. So this is something that he does.
Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, exactly. So, Gatto Jenkins.
So well.
All right, so Fletcher, you're up first.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. So
I didn't expect that.
Being a little confused, I'm going to pause and try to figure out what's going on. So I'm going to.
You're going to delay?
Order. Pardon?
You're going to delay?
I'm going to delay. Because I can't reach it anyway. I can't even charge. It's too far away.
All right. Okay.
There's no kind of buffs or anything going on. Having just popped in, right?
It just popped in. Yeah, I don't know. You guys haven't. We may be 2 rounds into this. You guys.
Isn't the yellow circle prayer?
Bless.
Bless. No.
Bless.
Yeah, bless. Okay.
We do have bless on, and I have greater invisibility for 7 more rounds.
much
Who's
as
got
it
plus
helps.
on?
Anyone in that yellow?
I can't see the yellow.
We don't have it. We're just
Yeah. And those of you who weren't here last week don't have it.
Oh. Do you
Oh,
want me
you
to
have to
turn?
be in the circle when it's cast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the yellow circle? I'm sorry.
That was a blessed spell.
Okay,
You
so
make it darker, less though. The yellow circles.
Oh, that's better.
It's there, but it's really pale.
Well, I'm turning it
Hey,
on and
yellow.
off again.
I know.
Hold on a second. Let's try. Let's just change it to orange. Why don't we?
Well, we don't need it anymore because it was already cast.
How about now?
Yeah, those people that have it.
Yeah, I was just next time you use it, the yellow's just hard to see, but maybe.
Why isn't everybody see it?
you should have like little dots you can put on your tune to tell you which spells you have on you.
All players should be able to see the orange circle right now. If not, maybe give your thing a quick refresh. It might require it. I just did mine.
Okay.
All right. So that being the case, that is blessed. You guys got blessed going on. It is now the construct's turn. Now it just attacked Flashheart and is going to do so again. Only this time, it's not going to. Thing it. Another one of its. I told you it's got like 4 eyes on its face.
Don't get hit by this thing, by the way. It hurts.
Okay, it is going to look at Flashheart, and a reddish ray, comes shooting out of its eye at Flashheart, kind of like this. I need. You guys see that?
No,
It was cool.
Can't see nothing.
Can't see the orange circle, but
I can't see the orange circle. Did you? Oh, there. I see it now.
The flames. The orange cone, yeah.
Flames
Okay.
burning.
All right, so Flashheart, I need from you a reflex save.
Reflex save. Let's see. The bless is only on throw of fear effects, right? Okay.
This is definitely some sort of fire ray.
Isn't bless on all saving throws?
No, just saving throws against fear.
Oh, sorry. I've got that confused with prayer.
Okay. You said reflex? Okay.
Reflex saves. You try desperately to dodge out of the way.
Here we go. Here's Flashheart, the least dexterous person in the party, trying to dodge out of the way.
He does not make it. You're not going to like this at all.
Ow!
Ow!
40 points of fire damage.
There's no or half or anything, just straight
Well,
up.
that was what the save was for, man.
Oh man, that hurts. All right. Do I get blown back, like in some sort of good, bad, and the ugly type of end over?
Well, no,
end?
you kind of like hunker down with your shield, and it just comes right over the top of
Hey,
it.
Les, I can't grab my guy under their cone there to
Hold on.
change his hit points 40.
Try now.
As a free action.
That's not great.
As a free action, Flashheart says, "Medic." I'm down to 6 hit points there, people.
And
Ow.
he is actually going to step. Oh, no, that's not a step. He's going to take a 5-foot step. He's only going to take a 5-foot step.
I thought those two were attached. Like it was coming out of its mouth.
No, the Bacillus was sort of walking around next to him, underneath him. They're both pretty big creatures, which is why. But I'm gonna
The other
deal
one
with this.
shot a ray out of his eyes, you said?
Yeah, he's got like 4 eyes. So his face opens up in the front, and there's like his mouth instead of like here is like here. It just opens up this way.
Yeah.
But on either side, he's got a set of eyes, and the ray shoots out of those eyes. Now you would know that the fire ray that just hit you was different than the ray that hit Storm.
The fire ray was from the big guy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not the. Oh wait, is the? Hold on, let's see if the basilisk. Yeah, the basilisk's on here. Basilisks are slow. All right, Gatto, you're up. You just saw Flashheart get blasted. He's scorched, burnt. You think he lost a part of that mustache?
What? Wait, I'm going into berserker rage now.
Berserker mode.
Yeah. Not my luxurious mustache.
It hurt.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do, Gatto? You've been yelling, let's get out of here. We have to leave. We have to run.
That sounds pretty wise.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
Run away.
Okay, so being invisible, how much do I have to worry about its gaze?
You have to worry about it. It's not about the basilisk seeing you. It's about you seeing the basilisk. So if you enter that cone, on your turn, you have to do something to avoid the gaze. It's just a passive effect that you have to deal with.
Okay, I'm double checking something here. Hold on.
Double checking something, eh? Did we lose Chuck?
Nope, I'm still here.
Oh, there you are. You're on the
Keeping a low profile from the basilisk.
I don't blame him.
I can't even say basilisk. Or basilisk, as you would say.
Silica.
No, Matt, you said it right.
I thought so. That was a sort of a St. Louis thing there.
I like basilisk.
No, that's a less thing.
15 feet to here.
Okay.
I stab at the basilisk with a sneak attack.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run. Now, I will be in the cone, but I will be facing away from the basilisk so that there's no way I can meet its gaze.
You're running this way.
I'm running
Away from it.
away from it.
Towards Lothar?
Okay. Okay. You're still going to get an attack of opportunity from the construct.
Okay.
Because you're running past him.
Has big time reach.
It has 15-foot reach. And he is going to swat at you with his claw.
Not the claw.
31 hit you?
No, 32
No?
because of mobility.
Really?
Yep.
Are you lying to me?
No, I am not.
It just that swing just goes right over your head, and you could feel the wind of that. I mean, you just duck down, and you're like, "Holy crap! I can't believe that." You're thinking, "No wonder Flashheart got knocked on his ass." That thing would have hit you. It was like a log coming over your head. All right, go ahead and roll to attack the basilisk, or as I like to say it, the basilisk.
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 Sounds Catholic that way.
It's like a
Oh, fuck.
Blofeld character. Release.
Okay. Neither of those hit. So no damage.
Run away.
You missed him. And now you are facing directly at Lothar.
I am facing Lothar. He does not see me. Lothar does not.
Okay, Lothar. You are up. The basilisk is in front of you. Are you going to do anything to avoid its gaze?
Well, yes, because I'm focusing on the big guy.
Okay. So that's sort of an avert your eyes.
As a free action, you can hear me say, "Get the hell out of here."
Some disembodied Gatto voice that you probably some sort of illusion yells to get the hell out of here. It's probably a trick.
So I guess that counts as avert my eyes and 5-foot step back.
Yeah, it would count. It would count as an avert your eyes. So if you're looking at the guy, and you give me a 50-50. Because you would still be inside the cone at the beginning of your round. So give me a 50-50 for your avert your eyes.
So high.
Got it. Averted. A successful averted. Crisis averted. All right. So what are you going to do?
I need a 15-foot radius.
Okay.
And I might need to expand it, so.
Okay.
But start with 15.
Let's start with 15. All right. Can you see it?
Yeah, I need it so I can move it.
We should be able to move your guy.
Yeah, but it's not centered on me. It's a spell.
Oh, never mind. Hold on a second. Let me just take that off. All right, let me get you a thing.
Thank you.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little copy of you.
Okay.
I'm going to put him right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to make him small. All right. Oops. I was hitting the wrong button. Hold on a second. Make him a little small. And now I'm going to change this existing, or 15, you say?
Yes.
Okay. All right, there you go. Now you should be able to move that.
I can.
Okay.
So
Beautiful.
there's my 15-foot radius.
Okay.
Hang on a second. It's Alt to get it exactly where I want it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hold on, Alt key. That'll keep it from locking to the.
Okay. There's my
things.
15-foot radius. That's blade barrier.
Ooh,
yeah.
I didn't know you had that spell.
It's a scroll. Then as a swift action, I'm going to burst.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah. Thank you so much.
Lothar of the Hill People piling it up. All right.
Everybody who's hurt, which basically means flash heart, gets 18 points.
I will take it, sir. Thank you.
All right. Reflex save for half, D6 points of damage per caster level. All right. We determined his reflex save is not that good.
There are a couple of other
is
things.
The best one.
There are a couple of other things. One,
Okay.
It gives a +4 bonus to AC and a +2 bonus on reflex saves against any attack made through it. So this gaze attack, you get a +2 bonus to reflex.
Nice.
The other thing is the minimum level for this spell, since it's from a scroll, is 11th.
Okay.
I don't know what caster level the scroll came from, and that changes the damage. So
okay.
If the minimum is 11th, it would be 11d6. If it's higher
11d6.
than that, et cetera, et cetera.
I think let's go with what's your caster level?
My caster level is 9th, I believe.
Okay, let's go with 11.
But it's not high enough to cast that spell.
Then we'll go with 11.
Okay, that's the minimum. All right.
Okay, so I have to make, so both of those creatures need to make.
No, they don't need to make any saves right now. If they try to, it's a circle. It's a ring around them.
Oh, it's a ring around them. Okay, I was thinking something else. Okay,
so
all right.
If they try to move,
surrounded.
Yeah, they're surrounded. If they try to move through the edge of that, then they'll have to take the damage, make their save, whatever.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. Awesome. All right, that's interesting. So, all right, that's Lothar, and you did move. You 5-foot stepped away.
Yeah, I 5-foot stepped. I did a swift action and.
Okay, very cool. Bardos, you're up.
So does the blade barrier negate the gaze attack then?
It doesn't negate it, but it does make it easier to beat. As Chuck pointed out, it gives a +2. So it is the blade barrier. It makes it harder for you to meet its eyes.
Does it prevent shooting arrows through it? I mean, your arrows then have.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, blade barrier.
Well, I don't know that it prevents it because it doesn't prevent attacks from the other side. What it does do is give you a +4 AC bonus against the attack.
So they get a +4 against your arrows.
Yeah, there are blades of force that are whirling around them like a Cuisinart. So it is possible that your arrow would get through if you were hit high enough to cover the +4 bonus they'd get.
Yeah. The blade barrier provides cover, +4 bonus to AC, +2 bonus to reflex saves against attacks made through it. But that's going both ways.
Right.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, you can still shoot it. It's just at like a -4 penalty. But what are you going to do, Bardos? I smell a fireball coming in.
Yeah, I don't have that. Everybody's so separated. I don't really have any. Man, what I was going to do, I don't know what I want to do right now.
Well, Fletcher, always remember to let us know when you want to come back in.
Yep.
So you are also invisible, Bardos.
No, I wasn't invisible, was I?
It says you are. The invisibility icon's on you.
I do not even remember doing that. I think I'm going to do... Fletcher, you want enlarged person? Are you going to attack this thing, or are we running away?
I'm going to attack something if it gets close.
All right. I'm just going to cast Enlarge Person on Fletcher then.
How about in the basilisk? Make it right into the blade barrier.
Go get him, Fletcher.
So it'll do that.
Killed him a lot.
Does enlarged person extend your range? No, you still move at your same movement, right? It's haste.
No, Enlarge Person gives you reach. Yeah.
It gives you reach, but
but
it doesn't make you move any faster.
Yeah, it doesn't change my movement. Okay.
800 pounds. Roll negates. No. Oh, there's another interesting thing too. Has anybody ever tried to levitate a basilisk?
Not today.
That's new.
I don't see why you couldn't. I mean, it would get a save.
They don't weigh 800 pounds, do they? They might weigh.
I don't know.
Is it a European basilisk or an African basilisk?
They weigh 300 pounds.
Hey, Les.
Can you
It's not a
levitate?
question about where you grip it from.
Les,
Yeah,
I am
okay.
going to make this my turn if you can put me here in the order, and I'm just
Okay.
Bardos.
After Bardos or before Bardos?
Before Bardos.
Okay.
I can do that 45 feet away, Fletcher, so you don't have to worry about touching or anything. You can-
No, it wasn't about you. I kept waiting for the basilisk to go, but I realized he's the end of the round. I don't want to wait that long.
Yeah.
Farina, come closer.
On my turn, I will.
Now.
All right, Fletcheroo.
Thanks, sir. That's it.
You just moving up there in front of Bardos?
Yep.
All right, Bardos.
I'm going to cast Enlarge Person on Fletcher. And I'm going to move.
You can't. See that red thing? That's a wall.
That's a wall.
That's the canyon wall, yeah.
All right.
Doesn't look very wallish.
Everybody's a critic of my art now. Is that the case?
It's a large cliff, actually.
A hot pink line.
I'm going to stay right in there. Then.
There.
Okay. I'm done.
All right, Farina.
Okay. Auto 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Auto's going to go here. Farina is going to come right behind him. And I'm going to cast Stone Call in the center of the blade barrier.
All right, very cool. Stone Call. All right, let's take a
No save on it. No save.
no save.
2d6. It's not a ton of damage, but it will make difficult terrain for them. Also.
Okay. All right, boom. So roll the damage. 7 points. Automatische damage.
I don't want to risk my.
All right, you guys see this. Oop, I missed that. Hold on a second. All right, you see the blade barrier. So the blade barrier is swirling around these things, all these flashing blades and everything. And then above it, you see, like, it looks like the sky just opens up, and all these rocks and dirt and shit go flying down it. In fact, some of them get stuck in the blade barrier and they get chinged out, you know, that kind of thing. You guys have to duck, and you know, there's stuff like that. But it fills in there. You can hear the basilisk kind of like, you know, as it's getting hit by this stuff. The construct itself makes no sound. Excellent. Ilindar, shorn of storm, alone in the world, minimal hit points, probably going to get killed again.
It's a sad day.
What are you going to do?
Moved right there and cast haste.
Haste, all right. How does it get everybody?
When Storm gone, everyone gets it.
Okay.
Hip, hip, hooray.
I can get out of here faster.
Says Gatto, who is standing right in the middle of the cone of the basilisk, but thankfully looking the other way. Facing the other way. All right. Is that it for you? Oh, you moved too.
Yep.
All right. Flash art. Been taken out of the chin this time. You are in the cone of the basilisk. Now the DC is a little less, but if you're trying to avert your eyes,
I thought there was a blade barrier between me and it. No.
yeah, well, it affects. You can still see. The problem is you can see through a blade barrier.
It gives you a bonus to your save, but
All right.
you'll have to make.
So it's not really going to be easy for me to attack said thing.
You shouldn't have to worry about it when you're facing the other way, running away.
Well, there's a blade barrier in front of it. I mean, I don't know that you could get through there. If you try to go through the blade barrier to attack it, it's you're gonna get like 11d6.
I'm gonna do something uncharacteristic. I'm going to take Gatto's warning to heart, and I'm going to go stand back over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Do I need to make a roll, sir? I went the opposite direction.
So I do need you to roll 50-50 to see if you avert your eyes from the basilisk's gaze.
Okay. Do I get any bonuses at 50-50?
Not on the 50-50.
What about a shield? I got a nice shiny shield right in front of me.
Well, that's part of your averting your eyes. You're guarding it.
How did everybody else roll? Like a D100? Okay.
Yeah, you roll D100. You just pick high or low.
Call it first. Wait, do you want to roll high or low to not get turned?
I want to roll high. Are we ready?
Yep.
I'm ready. You got it. All right. You have successfully averted your eyes, and you have exited the cone and are now hiding childlike behind Fletcher.
Childlike.
Go get him, Fletcher.
It is now the basilisk's turn. So he just got hit with a bunch of rocks. He's trapped inside a blade barrier. The thing about basilisks is that they're not super smart.
Release the basilisk.
I'm invisible.
Or the basilisk.
Me too.
Invisible.
Oh, no, I'm not.
I'm trying to think of what he would do. Intelligence of 2. So it's basically an animal. So
he would respond to outside stimuli to get the hell out of there.
but he can't see. He's surrounded by a ring of flashing blades. He can't get the hell out of there.
He should run through them.
Well, so here's my question.
He should turn on his guy, his buddy.
Would an animal give chase to prey through a flashing barrier of blades? I'm going to say
see the blades, right?
It can see them, yeah.
So some sort of Cuisinarting himself.
I'm going to say it's 50-50 that he would try and get through. So I'm going to go ahead and roll 100.
Might try it once. You're right.
An animal would try it, and once it got hurt, it would realize.
Wouldn't
necessarily understand it.
Yeah, once it got hurt.
Then it would be no chance.
Yeah, once it got hurt. So it's going to 50-50. I'm going to go low. If it goes low, he's going to try and chase.
Hey, can we establish if he Cuisinarts himself and dies, does Lothar get the experience points then?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah.
As his attorney, I want to make sure my client is entitled.
All right, so he rolled high. So he kind of moves a little forward, but he can feel the.
And then he nopes out of that one.
Huh?
And then he nopes out of that one.
He sort of nopes out of it. He, he kind of like gets close to it, and he's like, he sniffs it a little bit and that kind of thing. He is not. He's not interested in going through there yet. He may do it next time, but he does not go through there now. So he is done. The construct, however, could give 2 shits. And he is going to, first of all, I have to do his fast healing, which is awesome. There we go. Let's hit points slowly.
He's healing himself.
He's healing himself. Gatto, he's going to come for you.
Again, I am invisible.
Yeah, he can see you. You know he can see you.
Well, I thought he had like blind sense, not that he could see me.
No, he can see you. He has a thing called discern location. Is a powerful means of locating creatures and objects. Nothing short of a mind blank or direct intervention of a deity keeps you from learning the exact location. Yeah, he can do that, and he can do it at will. So
that still should provide concealment for Don, though, because he's not actually seeing him. He just knows the square that he's at.
No. I mean, he knows his location.
Right.
He knows the square I'm at, but he doesn't see me.
Which, in the Pathfinder rules, if you do that, that gives you a 50-50 mischance. So, for instance, if I can see invisibility and no one else can, and I tell them, hey, he's back in that corner, so the people know exactly where he's at, but they can't see him, there's still a 50-50 mischance, even though they know the 5-foot square he's in.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, and it does not. Yeah, you're right. He would still get concealment. It does not obviate concealment. It just he knows exactly where he is. He just can't see him.
Right.
So that being the case, he's still going to go after him. But in this case, his movement rate is not very.
Remember, he's in difficult terrain, Les.
Right. He starts
Which
off
means he
with
can move
terrain.
half. So he moves fast. So normally he would move 50. In this case, he can only move 25. But the 25 between him and Gatto means he is going to go through. He's essentially just going right through the blade barrier.
Right.
And then he's going to stop, and he is going to swat at Gatto with one of his arms. So first things first, blade barrier. He goes just chewing right through that. There's a reflex save, right?
Yep.
Do we know the Lothar? Do we know the DC on that?
That would be your casting stat plus the spell level plus 10.
You may be muted.
I'm sorry, it comes from a scroll. So the minimum caster level is 11.
Yep.
It has nothing to do with the caster level. It's the spell level plus your casting stat plus 10.
Then it'd be 21.
21. Okay, so
21 for half.
21 for half. Here we go. 27 made it. He's rolling rocks. So 16 points.
Yeah, 16 points.
All right. Let me take that
50-50 chance.
All right. So he steps through there and takes a swipe at the Gatto, which would be this. So 26. That would normally miss, right?
That's a miss.
That's a miss. So he's like, woof, and he is missed. But he is now outside of the blade barrier.
He's in it.
Oh, he's right in.
He's in the
right
blade
on it.
barrier. Which means that he'll have to deal with it again next round.
Which means he'll have to deal with it again next round. Okay, he will. All right. Gatto just got swiped. Now's your turn to run. This is where you can enact your plan.
Or you can take a swing and then run.
If you turn around to take a swing at this thing, you know what
Actually,
happens.
Les, I was going to ask you that question on my turn, but the basilisk, wouldn't a giant creature like that be blocking part of the visibility of the gaze?
He would. Yeah, you know what? He would, especially where he's standing.
Ran away anyway. But
Hold on a
I'm just
second.
saying.
So he's,
Gatto went way.
he's providing
But
cover.
I'm looking at Lothar here. Yeah, I mean, that guy's standing right in the way. So I'm not going to say, because it's too big, I'm thinking he will provide partial cover because the basilisk is low to the ground. So I'm thinking that's another 2 onto the saving throw to take off. So the saving
And it's
throw.
a reflex saving throw?
It is, yeah, I believe so. Hold on a second.
And if you make it, do you have to keep making it? Or if you
So
make it once, you're now
It's
good?
a fortitude save.
Okay.
That starts out at 15, but the blade barrier has reduced it to 13, and now the cover has reduced it to 11. So right now it's a DC 11 fortitude save to avoid.
If you make it once, are you good then for the rest of the
Nope.
No, it's every round.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, so Gatto, that's what you're doing. You're just like skedaddling. You're.
Come on, guys, we gotta get out of here.
You just hear an invisible voice in this, just like whoop 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 wee. Lothar. Technically, you are in the cone again. 5-footer.
You can keep that thing in that. I've got something that can help with the basilisk. If we can keep that thing in that blade barrier.
So what do I need for the technically being in the cone again?
You got to do 50-50 first off to try and avert your gaze.
Hi. Nope.
All right, so now it's a fortitude save. Now you have to make a DC 11 fortitude save.
15.
Makes it. Woo! Just looked away just in time.
Okay.
All right, Lothar.
Then I need. Well, we can use. It's a 20-foot burst. At this
Okay.
point, you can use the same basic green ring for the blade barrier.
Okay.
Just consider it slightly bigger. It's going to get both of them.
Okay, hold on. I made a new one here.
This is an attack, not a heal.
It's an attack.
Okay.
Calm down. I can heal as a swift action. Oh, wounded paladin.
As the wounded paladin.
I want to get back in the action here.
Now, Matt, you do know as a free action you can touch yourself and heal yourself with laying on hands, right?
I do that, and I realized I had already ended my turn before I did that. So I
Coming up here in a minute.
Yeah.
Matt's a little shy about touching himself in front of other people.
In front of other people.
While you run away.
So,
He got arrested last time.
It's a lot of penance I got to do.
You got
Okay.
arrested.
So
Almost lost some paladin abilities, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, it's all for healing.
we'll put that there.
Okay. Boom. What is that?
Holy Smite.
Holy shit!
I think you have to say Batman after that.
So
Holy
Here's the-
smite, man.
here's the thing. It's a D8 per 2 caster levels for evil creatures. I'm pretty sure the other creature is an evil outsider, so it's a different set of damage.
The
construct is an evil outsider, right?
The construct is an evil outsider. The
Okay.
basilisk is a magical beast.
Okay, so the
Looking for a
basilisk
line.
takes.
It's neutral.
The basilisk is neutral.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
So
It
you're gonna be
deals
safe. Yeah,
half
it's gonna
damage. It deals half damage to neutral creatures, and they're not blinded. So
Okay.
for the basilisk, it would be, let's see, a D8 per 2 caster levels.
Is there any save?
Yes, there is a save. Will partial. So let's see here. It would be 48 for the basilisk.
All right, let me do the basilisk's will save.
I'm gonna mute my camera while so you can see me yawn.
12.
for a
I
while.
think that's probably a miss.
Yeah, he failed. So the basilisk takes 7 points of damage
7. Okay.
because he gets half anyway because he's not evil.
Right.
The evil
Not
outsider takes 96.
All right.
Oh.
And he gets a save too, right?
He does. He gets a save. Hang on. A will save for half.
So it's funny. His will save is the same as the basilisk's.
Okay.
So, here we go. 21.
He does save for half,
Okay.
and so he gets half of 28.
14.
So 14.
Boom. All right.
And then as a swift action, 16 points of healing to God.
Everyone nearby. Flash art primarily, I think.
Well, I
Thank
think
you.
Flash art only, but my healing rolls suck.
Did you say
Jesus.
16?
I did say 16. Sorry.
I'll take it. Let's see, it's 30. That's 40. Back to 40 points.
So you see him lit up
Ready
from
to go.
behind as this thing goes off. Just this huge burst of earthly energy, this green energy that just explodes within there, and you can see it hurt him, but he's still walking through, and little bits and pieces of this guy are just like flying off in the blade bearer. He doesn't care.
Yeah, he's a
He's just
construct.
walking.
Oh, yeah.
He's coming through. All right. Well done, Lothar. Lothar, you're killing it this time. Fletcher, you are enlarged, engorged, if you will.
And hasted.
And hasted. Sort of
All
like
right, I'm
sort of
going
like
to move
junior high.
forward to here.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna need a 50-50.
Nope. He
Why?
can't hit me. I got plus 12 on my fortitude right now.
He's talking about
Oh.
That's a barbarian's best save. So
Okay.
I'm safe for now.
Mhm.
All right. You get close enough to the creature,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna get an AO, an attack of opportunity.
I'll accept that. He's not going to kill me in one blow.
Oh, he might.
yeah.
It does. It does have multiple attacks of opportunity.
Do you want me to go first or are you going?
Wait, we can go at the same time. Hold on. I was just getting the thing here. So he's going to try and swipe at you. 27?
27 is mine. 30 hits.
Oh, sorry. 30 hits you. Let me check and see if 27 hits him. I think it does. Yeah, it does. So you guys just reach up, trade blows, kabam!
Boom, boom.
Let me roll my damage. 2d6 plus 6.
And that's plus 2 from mine less, so it's 32.
32 points from the hammer.
Yeah. And I'm
Okay.
letting go of the hammer.
Okay, so to you, 14 points of bash damage from one of these guys' claws.
I could take that all day.
So 31, and now I have to make a save.
Nope. You are pinned.
I
There is
am
no save.
pinned. He's locked. All right, but you don't have the hammer in your hand anymore.
I do
Now
not.
now you can just get away, and the blade barrier will finish him off.
Yeah, let him get chipped away at.
Exactly.
So
Oh, yeah,
I can
he's
still
been all the
move. I have to make a strength check, correct?
It's
Yeah,
a
DC
30.
strength check.
DC.
Good luck with that.
Okay, no problem.
Last time he could not do it when we pinned him. With the,
That's true.
he
That's
needed
true.
like a crit, I believe. But
He has a strength of 22, which I believe is plus
a 6, so he needs a 19 or 20.
No. He needs a
25 or 26.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah,
So, well,
never mind.
he might be stuck. All right. So well done, Fletcher. Bardos, you're up. That hammer's a beast. I should have never given that to you. That's okay. I'll withhold all.
Always
the
wanted to
magic
hear you say that.
I'll just withhold magic items from now on.
You will never see another magic item ever.
Look at that. What's the treasure on this guy? Oh, more gold. Couple of platinum pieces stuck in there. You can
Bunch of
spend
stuff
those
for
when
the spellcasters, but nothing a barbarian could use.
you can spend those when you get back to town. If you get back to town. All right, Bartos, what are you doing?
These guys are knocking it out. I don't have much I want to do. I feel like I should be saving. I think I'm just going to cast Keen Edge on Fletcher's. What do you normally use? Is it a longsword or no? Hammer.
I'm probably going to switch to the glaive.
Okay, so I'm going to put a Keen Edge on that.
All right, that improves crits, right?
Yes.
Crit range, double the crit range.
So what is the crit range on a glaive? Do we even know that?
I'll look it up real quick.
20.
All right.
It's probably 20, yeah, so let's just make it 19.
Well, it's 19 and 20.
It'll be 19, 20, yeah. All right, cool, very cool. You gonna move at all or anything like that? Or throw Baru at the blade barrier or something?
I think I'm good right now.
Okay. Farina.
Sorry.
That's okay. Farina is. I've got some great +2 beast arrows, but I don't want to waste them in the blade barrier.
Well, so the construct, the creature, the forearm creature is sort of in the blade barrier. So now he does not get the benefits of being behind it. So
Glaive is a 20 times 3.
I would use those on the basilisk.
Well, use your
Okay.
regular arrows because you get holy, which won't affect the basilisk, but it will affect that big guy.
The holy
Yeah,
will.
holy will not affect the basilisk, but the holy does affect this big guy.
On the composite bow, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to go after this guy instead. I was going to go after the basilisk with the +2 beast bane arrows, but in lieu of that,
I forgot I didn't add that on your longbow, the holy part.
yeah, you did. We talked about that. But that's what that +2 is right there.
No, holy does extra damage.
Holy does an extra 2d6 on a hit.
Didn't save. What did it do, Mike?
Oh, there it is.
Holy does an extra 2d6 with each arrow that hits, so it's a monster bonus.
I need to add that description in there so you remember.
Okay, yeah, it's 2d6 +5 right now. Does that sound about right?
You would do.
No. You do your normal bow damage, and then you add 2d6 on the end of it.
For the holy.
So you
Gotcha.
do 46 plus 5 if you did.
Gotcha.
So you got
Okay.
46 plus 5 against this guy.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
because he's an evil outsider.
Exactly.
The 21 will miss, but the 34 will hit.
And the 29?
29. Let me check. That 20. Yeah, that's a hit too.
Okay, so 2d6 +5.
8d6 plus
No.
10.
Oh, double.
Yeah, it's 8d6
Double it.
plus 10.
8d6 plus 10 is what you do all together. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Instead of plinking through all those rolls. Bam.
Damn!
No, bam.
That's our girl.
I didn't say damn, I said bam.
So arrows come shooting in. You can see one of them just like ting, gets shot off by the thing. But you guys, the other two arrows, one goes in its face, the other one goes in that big pot belly and sticks in there, and you can see this sort of like, well, it's not blood. It's almost like oil. It's like sort of leaking out, but those arrows are sort of in there. It's staggering around inside this thing as pieces are getting chopped off of it. It is hurt. Those arrows, that one in the head, just took it out. Look at all those 6s in those rolls that you did.
Yeah, it was a nice
And nothing lower than a 3.
There it is. There, plus 2d6 damage.
And
It's
I'm
down
instantly reminded of Tom and magic missiles.
there.
I know, that is the thing. You
I
move
believe-
it all, Frida?
I believe you have the Force Fang ring, Gordon.
Yes, I do.
Ilindar.
All right, Les, I need a hound archon.
What?
It's a big, noble-looking
Oh,
dog
it is.
with a
What?
sword.
Why should I give you one?
Because I just conjured one.
Okay. Are you sure? Did you
Yes.
take them?
Are you sure? Are you sure you want to do this?
Did you take a whole round action?
No. As a summoner, I don't have to.
He's a specialist.
That's kind of my thing.
All right.
It's his jam.
You want to play that way, huh?
So
All
it's
right.
It's right behind the basilisk.
Inside the thing?
Yep.
All right.
Pretty sure it's going to get his attention and it's going to flip around.
Look, got my attention. All right, let's get this in here. So right in between. How many hit points does it have?
It has 47.
47 hit points. Okay. Give me a second. It's going to come in. It's going to take up this whole thing, probably.
No, it's a medium creature. It's just one square. Oh, you mean when you bring the picture in?
Yeah, when I bring the picture in. All right. So right there. Let me go ahead and get the controls on it. It's controlled by Ilindar. That's good. And this is a good guy. Did you say 47 hit points?
Yep.
There you go. Now you should be able to control it.
Okay. And he's going to swing twice at the basilisk.
All right. What does he use? What does a Hound Archon use for a weapon? Just
It's
off the
a
top.
great sword, but it only does D8, so I guess it's more just like a long sword.
Okay.
It's a really good sword.
Yeah.
It's not great. It's good. It's still good. Not the best, but still good. All right. What did you roll? 27 is going to hit. Oh, and a nat 20. Roll to confirm a crit. You get to do attacks?
Yeah.
So the Basilisk's AC is 17. So that is a confirmed critical.
Wow.
You want the chart?
Yeah. This guy's only
All right.
double damage.
Here we go.
Finish him.
So this is the damage on the first swing, which should have been my crit one.
Okay. Ugh, max damage. All right. So 13 points.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And all right. So this is a melee attack. Hit. To the thinky bits. Max plus bonus and 1 intelligence damage. Got hit in the head. Hits it in the head. So it loses. So it only has an intelligence of 2. So he takes 1 point of intelligence damage, reducing his intelligence to 1. But he also suffers max plus bonus, which means that intelligence damage isn't going to matter because max is 13 plus bonus is going to be more than that. It only has 7 hit points left. The basilisk dies as he's cleaved in twain by the Hound
That
Archon.
actually worked out a lot better than I'd planned. But yeah, I
Worked
meant
out well. He's cleaved in twain. Ilindar, any movement?
Ilindar is going to. There we go. Oh, I fumbled an acid splash at it.
Wait a second.
You're trying to verm this thing, aren't you?
I was trying to burn it.
Okay, you. Oh yeah, that's a possible fumble. So go ahead and roll a confirmation. So it's, hold on, let me check. His AC is 25. So
Okay.
that is a confirmed acid fumble. All right.
That's something you don't want to hear in your regular life. Acid fumble.
Acid fumble.
Nicked, you take 1 point of bleed damage. You got acid. You were putting your hand up like to steady your aim, and the acid got on your hand, and now you're bleeding profusely.
Wow. Okay.
1 point of bleed. So take off a point now, and you'll take off you continue to take points off until you are healed, or if you are healed, until you die. Because you've been really mean to Lothar lately.
Oh, I'm sorry. Forget it. I couldn't have done that acid splash.
Why not?
Because I summoned the creature.
Oh, that's right. It wasn't a full round action. Okay. No, never mind.
So I'm taking a 5-foot step back to here.
All right, cool.
Way to save yourself from the damage.
All right, Flash Art.
Yeah, ways out.
I'm so used to doing something with my character after my summon stuff does something. I forgot that this time I actually use it to put him in there.
All right, Flash Art. What do you got? What do you got in store for us?
I am going to do something I have not used once in this entire campaign. One of my very limited paladin spells. I'm going to use level 2 spell, Holy Javelin.
Holy Javelin. What is that?
So create a shimmering javelin of holy energy and hurl the energy as a ranged touch attack. 1d6 points of damage as evil creature attacks. It dissipates harmlessly against other unit alignments. This is an evil outsider.
It is.
Each time a creature starts its turn while impaled by the javelin, it takes another 1d6 damage. For every 4 caster levels you have, the javelin remains in the creature for an additional blah, blah. I'm not quite sure how to calculate my caster. I'm 9th level. I think I'm 5th level caster.
Okay.
I think. Maybe
All
Don
right.
knows. Maybe Don can clarify for me.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you hit him, it'll kill him.
Okay.
Don't hit him. The blade barrier will.
A range touch.
As a move.
Yeah, if you don't hit in the blade.
It's a ranged touch. So I'm just going to tell you right now, his ranged touch AC is 11.
So you're saying there's a chance.
I'm saying there's a chance. If you can hit a ranged touch at 11.
1 second. Do.
The suspense is killing me.
I know. I'm trying to get back to my. So. It's not okay. I'm just almost always I'm swinging radiance when I'm attacking, so I had to go back and look at my touch attack. Okay. All right, here we go. And a bless will count, right? There's my attack.
Yeah, bless will count.
Good.
Yep. Haste will add 1 as well.
Oh, nice. Boom.
That's a hit. This magical javelin. You guys, so this is odd because you've never seen Flash Art do this before. He has radiance in one hand. He switches hand. He puts his hand up like this, and materializes this javelin of light, which he just kind of goes, boom, and throws at the thing. It hits the creature right in the guts. It staggers him backwards, and you see it sort of stagger around and fall backwards with the javelin still in him. You can't really see this. Fletcher, give me a perception check. Because, maybe Lothar too. All right, Dan, Fletcher can see it. Lothar, you definitely can see it. So this creature is laying on the ground, and this javelin of what looks to be like light or holy energy or something is sticking out of him. And you can see where it's sticking in him. There's it's beginning to open up. Like there's this hole. Like the creature's flesh is beginning to pull away from the javelin and dematerialize. And soon it sort of, discombobulates his entire body as this sort of as all of his material sort of pulls away from that javelin, leaving the javelin standing up in sort of the dirt as it disappears. The javelin stays there for a couple of more seconds and then it disappears as well.
Flashheart would like to claim the honor of the first Verm of 2020.
That is the first Verm of 2020.
No,
Vermithril, count the dead.
No, more than one person damaged that creature.
Yeah.
We
Of
all
course.
did.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Oh,
So that's prima verma.
Verma.
That's true. This is not the first Verm. No Verm.
Oh.
How about we change that rule, Wes? How about we just said if it was low hit points?
Did we?
If only there was a videotape of conversations we had.
If only there was
Go
a
through
record.
50
Only there was
hours.
some way to do that. I don't know. Well, I will go back and take a look at it, and if we'll keep it halfway on the book. So it might be the first Verm. It might not be. I will check.
No one's more surprised than Flashheart to cast that spell.
Everybody was kind of looking at you like, where the heck did you pull that out of?
My second spell of the day is I'm going to lay on hands for 46 plus charisma bonus.
Well, you guys, at this point, you sort of drop out of initiative.
Actually, we knew there were multiple basilisks around the corner, right?
You did,
Yep.
yeah. So some people took a look around there and saw a couple of things moving in the thing. So while you can't see any right now,
I'm going to send the Hound Archon around to dispatch that.
okay. How long does he stay?
He stays for 8 minutes.
Can I fly back up to the top of the cliff and start shooting arrows like I was doing before?
You only have one fly, and I can't get you up or down. So once you're up there, I can't get you back down.
He has his own fly.
But it's
I
only
have to fly with my chainmail now.
that was only once per day, though, right?
Yes, it is.
So I can say you can get up there, no problem. I used Storm to get you up there last time and back. Yeah, it's not an option until tomorrow.
I'm gone. He got turned into stone and went back.
The reason I pulled the Hound Archon less is because
He's immune to petrification.
Yes.
You stinker.
So
The other thing to keep in mind is that if the Hound Archon goes rolling up there, he's going to have to go through the blade barrier.
Why isn't
he's gonna
Houndar?
wait. He's gonna wait until that dissipates.
Why isn't he a player character class? I want to be a Houndar. That sounds awesome.
If anybody can boost my fortitude save by 2 more points, I'd be immune to the gaze anyway and can just go whack on it. Would prayer
Right.
do that? Or no, that's only one.
That's
No.
only one. So, Lothar, are you going to keep the blade barrier up, or are you going to just take it down?
Well, here's the thing. It's from a scroll.
Okay.
If I have the ability to dismiss it, I will.
You
But
do. You cast it. You can dismiss it.
Okay. Well, then at this point, I'll dismiss it.
Can you move a blade barrier once you set it? Can you like
No.
push it?
No. Once a blade barrier is set, it's stationary.
That's
All
too
right.
bad.
So you call the blade barrier down, and the
Couldn't you
Hound
reshape a
Archon.
blade barrier? I thought we'd had this conversation before where you could reshape a blade barrier.
No,
It still has to stay at a pivot anchor point
Once you put it up,
that can be reshaped.
You can determine the shape. It's just once you set it, you can't change it after it's set.
Okay. I just remember in the Undead City that Xano did a bunch of fun stuff with blade barriers. I thought I was able to move
You
it.
could do a wall, yeah.
Yeah, you
might
can do
be
walls.
thinking-
You can do
or you can do a
Mobius
circle.
strips if that's what you're into. Anyway, so the blade barrier comes down. Lothar takes it down, and you see the Hound Archon sort of nod at you. Ilindar is like, "Kill all the basilisks," and he's like,
"What the heck is that?" I say, "Oh, a basilisk."
"You guys are real funny." And it kind of like trucks around into the thing. And you guys are sort of standing here, and you immediately hear the sound of fighting, and the hissing of the basilisks and that kind of stuff. And they are, you could hear the sound. It goes on for a couple of minutes. And finally you see the Hound Archon comes back out. And he's got a fair amount of like lizard blood on him. He takes his sword and he plants it in the dirt and he says, "Master, the task you have set me is complete. I now request that you send me back to my own plane."
Tell him he's done very well, and I dismiss him.
He bows once and disappears. So now you guys are standing out in this canyon. You don't hear anything. You don't know what's going on, but nobody's attacking you right now.
That's weird. We're not used to that.
That's a first.
There's an eerie quiet in the canyon. And
Gato's back.
Yeah,
Gato kid comes running back. Okay, good.
Gato comes back. So the runaway plan just never.
Actually, you never saw him run away.
Right.
Well,
right.
we heard him.
Last you heard it was when I was right here saying we should leave. But then you saw me here when the blade barrier went down.
Yes, but we're all familiar with your cardio regime.
And Farina, that was some nice bowman work.
Excellent.
Man.
Those holy arrows really did a number. You saw the damage on that. That was crazy damage.
So we got to go around the corner, right? That's where we're headed.
Yeah, we're gonna. There
That's-
was something with the basilisk that we were gonna check out. But we didn't want to go down there until they were dead.
There was a book. There was a book standing in the middle of the space.
Detect magic before we get close to it.
A book just sitting there?
It was just sitting there.
Fletcher, you're enlarged for 8 minutes, by the way.
Well, I'm gonna go play some basketball.
Now we're out of
Well, so the guy has been doing that. I think Fletcher would have gone back to his normal size.
we're back out of initiative, right? I can heal myself again.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see, 56. That's enough.
Fletcher could use a burst if anybody's got one going.
Do what?
One burst. I got a little scrape on me.
Fletcher could use a little healing. I don't know if you need a burst, but
Well, whatever. Yeah.
Well, if you come over to me, Fletcher, I come to you. I can do a lay on hands. Again, I hardly ever do it because I save it for
Actually,
Hey.
yeah, you can do that
Smackdowns.
tonight.
You had me at lay on hands, baby.
All right, so you ready?
I'm ready.
All you. Oh, look at that.
That's
23.
more
That's
than
my,
I needed.
my best roll ever. 3, 2 6s. Here you go.
Thank you, sir.
There you
All
are.
right.
Tip your baristas on the way out. Your healing baristas.
All right, so you guys begin kind of coming around that corner, and
Ooh, where's the book?
so your eyes come upon an interesting sight.
Killed it on
So
fire.
as you look in there, you see when you guys were up on top of the canyon, you saw maybe 1 or 2 creatures that you thought were moving around. There are 4
there's
Dead-
a lot of them. Yeah.
dead basilisks in this corridor.
Nice.
The book is right there, so you can see it. It's just laying there. But as you look through, I mean, ultimately, it looks like a dead end canyon.
Can I detect evil in the book?
Are you close enough to detect
Say,
evil?
I'm-
Where's the book? Or I can keep moving until
It's
I am
right
close.
there.
Right where?
It's right there by this
Yeah,
dead.
he's
dead
within
guy.
range.
Yeah, I'm well within range. I think it's the
What
line
is
of
this
sight.
thing, Les? This big square thing.
That is a statue, a broken statue. So you see the various piles of rubble and stuff that are around here. That is all statuary. It's not so much, so the sides of this like little canyon are rock, and you would normally expect to see like fallen rocks and things like that. That's not what this is. This is all broken statuary, and what you suspect is, frankly, that somebody was feeding these basilisks. Here that these are statues of people that the basilisks were consuming over time. There are a fair amount of them. You probably, I mean, it's hard to tell. There's a lot of like rubble scattered about and partially devoured and all this other stuff. But your guess is that at least a dozen people were turned to stone here. People.
It's people.
It's people who are stoned. But yeah, that's what you think. It looks like someone was feeding these guys, and so that thing over there is a
Hey,
statue of a
Fletcher, did
person.
you pick up your hammer?
Yep.
What?
Okay.
No, it's still there.
I've got me hammer.
I
All right,
detect
all right.
evil on the book there, Les.
Detect evil on the book. The book does not radiate evil.
How about
It's
magic?
just- it does radiate magic.
Yeah, I don't have detect magic, so.
I'll let you know, and I'll let Bardos know. That's magical.
So it's just lit. So Fletcher, you're the closest. So give me a quick perception check. All right. So you're looking at this book, and it just looks like, I mean, it's sort of a big book. It's got several pages in it. It's sitting there in the dust. It doesn't have any dirt or anything on it. So you're like, it was placed there. The book looks familiar. Bardos, give me a perception check. It's hard to see. You're, the basilisk, the dead basilisk is right there. You're kind of looking at it.
Plus 14 less 19.
Huh?
It's 19 is the total. I didn't add my.
Oh, 19 is the total. Well, the book looks very familiar to you, since it is, at least as far as you can tell, your old spell book.
Whoa.
Ooh.
How?
Will you turn to stone here at some
I
point?
cast fireball. I'm assuming it's trapped.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't look trapped.
I recognize this location, Les?
This location you do not recognize. However it is you got out of here a different way.
Anybody good at looking for secret doors or doors? Period?
There seems to be a rogue-like gentleman hanging around here somewhere.
Hey, I'm right here.
He's hard to see.
I got a spell I can use too.
Bardos, give me another perception check when you have a moment.
Who?
Bardos.
14 plus 8 is 22.
So as you're looking at this book, and your first instinct is to run over there and go grab it, and you're like, my book. You know how wizards are with spell books. Then your hand is stayed. You start to move over, and you're like, oh, because you see it's like I said, it's just laying there. But there is what looks to be something written on the top, some sort of sigil on the top, on the cover of the book, that you know that you did not put there. That's new.
Okay, I'm going to do a spellcraft. 15, 27.
It's some sort of symbol, a magical symbol that's been put on there. Your guess is that picking up that book would cause the symbol to be activated, or even potentially standing over the book.
So it's a trap.
Potentially, yeah.
So then with Gatto's 31...
Maybe some trap guy should try it.
He sees that trap then.
Can he disable a magical glyph?
That's
Yes.
what we'll do.
How do you do that?
Magical traps.
Yeah, rogues do all traps.
But how do you do it? I mean, are you like rubbing off the symbol?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Just a little spit in your thumb?
It's best not to ask.
It
involves lots of different bodily fluids. And
It's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Yeah.
It's not what you do, it's how you do it. All right. So, are you going to go over there?
I'll go over there.
Okay.
He did a natural 20 to look at it.
To look at it. So yeah, you're guessing. I mean, Bardos is sort of like that's a glyph of some kind. That's a. If you touch it, or if you maybe even just look at it, it may set that off.
Just Bardos or anybody?
Anybody. Bardos would say, those glyphs do not necessarily have a what Bardos would tell you is like sometimes these glyphs have ranges. There are areas of effect, and this could easily be one. Now he can't recognize what kind of glyph it is from here, but yeah, he would recommend that you be very careful.
What's it going to be, Gatto?
Okay, I'll do it.
You're gonna set it off.
I'm gonna disable it.
All right, you're gonna try to disable it. Okay.
So I'm gonna roll a trap check. The first thing is perception. I've already found it. Just look at the second number, which is the disable part.
Okay.
30.
30.
Strong.
So you get up there, and this takes a couple of minutes. You're being very cautious. Basically, what you do is you have some things in your pack, like a little bit of like this whitewash stuff that you pour on there. You kick a little of the dust onto the book so that it like sort of sticks on it. Basically, what you've done is you put a little bit of some sort of adhesive on it, and then you've kicked dust on it to obscure the glyph without necessarily deactivating it. It's disabled, but the glyph itself is still on there. And then you reach down and you're like, okay, and you pick up the book, and nothing happens. And you're like, here you go, Bardos. Enjoy your reading.
That's pretty cool.
Well, thank you, Gatto.
And Gato, while you're down here, the end of this valley does seem to end in a perfect line. I'm wondering if it might be worth investigating.
I'll go down there and check for secret doors.
Okay.
I automatically check for traps if you still have my list of 20s.
I do. Somewhere. I have it somewhere. You automatically check for traps?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead. You're going to roll for detect secret doors? $18. You 21? Did you say?
Oh, that was for
traps.
traps. Never mind.
You don't see any secret doors, but you agree with Fletcher. This wall looks pretty weird, like unnatural.
If I take 10, it's a 21.
I'll look
Okay.
too.
All right.
I'm helping you look.
I'll take 20.
You guys think it might be an illusion?
You go first, dude.
The book is illusion?
No, the wall.
Oh, okay.
Gato walks through.
Started drifting off there.
Okay.
And if he bangs his head,
So first things first. Give me a
Come
will
forward.
save before you move.
So there's a nest of basilisks. You're gonna wander into a dark spot.
So yeah, you're like, this is like
wall.
it's a hard wall, yeah. But at that moment, and Fletcher, you see this better than everybody. Two enormous hands come out of the wall and grab Gato and drag him through.
well, can I swing at the hands?
It's pretty surprising. Let me roll to see if he even can grapple him, because it's essentially a grapple check.
Talk about reach.
All right, grapple check. 17. Does that beat your CMD? I'm thinking no.
It wouldn't have beaten mine.
Gato, what's your CMD, bud?
24.
24. All right. So
Safe.
rather than grabbing you, you're like, I think it's a wall, and then you're like, whoa! And these two big hands, big sort of, massive hands, just come reaching out, try and grab you. They get like a little bit of your shirt, and you sort of step back, and then they disappear again. Fletcher, at the same time, what looks to be the blade of a halberd comes sticking out at you.
Yay.
Hold on. Let me check something real quick. All right.
So Les, are you saying if you touch an illusionate wall and you fail your will save, the wall
You can
stops?
still see it. Well, it doesn't stop you, but you still believe it to be a wall.
But wouldn't you still go through it if you pushed your hand through it, or is that?
No, that's you. You would not. Your sensory apparatus would. You believe it to be real, so it would feel real to him.
Right.
Like if someone grabbed you and carried you through an illusion, you'd go.
That would be different.
That would be different.
But you wouldn't. You would see something there,
If you're going through, it's kind of like being hypnotized to think you're in a box. You just can't push through.
You would involuntarily stop when you thought your hand hit that wall.
Right.
So you forcing yourself through isn't going to work.
So it's a very thin glaive that comes flipping through there to stab at you. And misses. These guys are sucking. All right, but then they disappear back in the hands, and the glaive disappear back within the wall, within the cavern wall.
I will rage and swing at the wall, disbelieving it.
Okay. Give me a will
You rage and swing through the illusion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me double check my number, because that's why I rage, to make it go up. That's 7, 8, okay, 9. That'll
24. Okay, you can see now through this. And I'm just going to go ahead and...
Hi, Amy.
Hi.
Hi, Amy.
No kiss for you.
Oh, that's okay. I'll get one from Mike later.
You.
Mike's easy.
All right, there is... so, Fletcher, only you can see this. But there are 2 minotaurs standing about 8 feet back from a closed portcullis. The illusionary wall is in between you and the portcullis. Whatever was going to happen, you're pretty sure that this guy stabbed through the portcullis at you because the gaps are pretty wide, maybe a foot and a half or a foot wide. The other guy you suspect was trying to grab Gatto and smash him against the portcullis, like grab him through it and just bash him against it. But luckily he missed him. But that's what you see. The rest of you just see Fletcher sort of like chopping at this wall, and you're like, he's finally gone mental. It was only a matter of time. We knew this was going to go.
All right, I back off and tell everybody else what I saw.
Okay.
But I'm still facing the Minotaurs. I want to see.
So you yell back. What do you yell back to everybody like? There's minotaurs.
Back to the party. Yeah, this is a fake wall. There's a gate, locked gate behind it, and there's enemies on the other side.
And you see one of the minotaurs look backwards. Only you see this, Fletcher. You see him go, and the rest of you can hear sort of this like chain grind, of like a chain or a winch being driven. That portcullis is coming up, and you see these the two guys in front sort of get ready with glaives, and they're looking right at you, Fletcher.
Okay, I'll let the party know that too. Ooh, the gate's opening, and they're getting ready to attack. Do we want to back up or charge? Come on, guys.
Huh?
I'm so jolly.
Can I do another will save?
Well, you're not interacting with the wall.
He hears me say it's an illusion.
You got to interact with it. I mean, just because he says it's an illusion, I mean, he's nuts. Fletcher's crazy.
Did I interact with it when hands came through and hit me?
You did, and you missed your will save.
How about we back off another 5 feet, Gato, and wait for the rest of the party to get up there?
The hands came.
Huh? I'm sorry, I missed that.
I thought the will save was when I tried to go through, but before the hands came at me.
Yeah, the hands, that was an attack through it. That it's not going to prompt a will save. From your point of view, you'd already tried.
Okay.
Hey, party, you want to come join us?
Are we doing initiative, or are we free to do whatever? Or
well, that it's going to take a round or two for that portcullis to get up.
Does Otto interacting with the wall cover for me? Like if Otto touches it and
no, you wouldn't drop off any more than Storm would do so for Ilendar.
Gato, Fletcher tells you they're tough enough that they're going to hurt you if you get too close.
I go up and check the wall again with my blade.
Okay.
I'm basically doing a spring attack.
But Farina can't.
All right, go ahead and roll.
If she thinks the wall is there, can she?
Well, someone cast Keen Edge on Farina too.
Gato, it's not working for you. So you cast Keen Edge on Farina for her arrows?
Yeah, it gets 50 projectiles she'll have it with.
Okay. So everything has extended crits. All right, Fletcher, you see that
We'll have that 80 minutes on the Keen Edge.
How long?
80 minutes.
80 minutes. Okay.
Was that bless over? Oops,
Yeah.
sorry. Ignore that.
No, it gives your crit range.
Portcullis is up, Fletcher.
I let everybody know. Portcullis is up. These guys may be coming out. Can the rest of the party come forward, or are we going to retreat?
I'm gonna cast a spell.
Would be up front by now, I would hope.
They only had a 1-point crit range.
Charge! Oh, they come.
Flashlight hasn't had a chance to act, and I'm sure he would have come to the forefront.
But he didn't.
But he didn't.
They charge out there, and one attacks Fletcher, one attacks Gato.
I have a question. Because they charge through,
Yep.
does everybody
there.
get a saving throw against the wall?
Nope.
Then I want to cast a
The
spell.
wall is still there, but you
Okay.
see these guys in front of it.
Doesn't really matter anymore, does it? I mean, they're here.
33 against Gatto, 5 against, or 19 against Fletcher. I'm going to say that's probably a hit on Gatto and a miss on Fletcher.
It is a hit on Gatto.
It is a miss on Fletcher.
Somebody hit on you tonight. How about that?
First time in a long time. All right, Gatto. This thing just tries to spear you. 25 points of glaive damage as it comes out of there. All right, that was a surprise round as they came running out. These guys are coming running up as well.
We've got to, I don't,
So I'm going to put the initiative thing up before we do the initiative rolls.
Yep, sure will.
you said yes, you sure would.
All right, hold on. Let me delete all these real quick. We'll just start from scratch.
On an animal that has a bite and 2 claws on an attack of opportunity, is that all 3 or is that just the bite?
Just one.
All right, let's rock. Let's rock.
Now that's the initiative I'm used to.
There you go. Good to have you back.
Lazy barbarian.
I don't know what to do when I get to go first.
Plus 0. Sucks.
Are you on the arrow or the move?
Probably a measuring.
All right. Everybody in? Flash art. What did you get?
All right. Oh, sorry. Do.
Les, you said that Otto did get an attack of opportunity, right?
I don't even know where Otto is. Oh, there he is. Yeah. Was he there?
He was there before.
So he probably, yeah, he would have.
15 less.
Enough to interact with the wall.
Well, he didn't. He wasn't going to interact with the wall. I was putting him there for flanking for later.
Oh, okay.
Would a 20 have hit him, Les?
Don't think so. 1 second. Yeah, actually it would have. 20 would have hit him.
He did.
So haste is over and bless is gone, right?
Haste is
Right.
over.
Don't take haste off.
Don't take a haste off yet?
Nope.
You gonna cast it again here?
Yep.
Wiener.
And bless. Somebody said no. Bless is over.
Bless is gone.
Bless is over.
I renewed my gravity bow and bark skin.
All right.
Ilndar will look at you, Gatto, and say, "Don't go anywhere."
Ilindar goes first, and he tells Gatto not to run.
I cast haste.
Nice.
Which Gatto seems confused by this because haste of all the spells that Ilindar knows would help with the running.
The start of every battle has to start with Gatto, don't run.
It's the perfect running spell.
And then run.
All right, are you staying there, Ilindar?
Once I cast that, no,
Yeah.
I'm backing up a little bit.
Backing
Yeah.
up. So you're
Ilindar
running.
learned his lesson already on that.
All right, so you're running. I can just see like Ilindar is like, Gatto, whatever you do, don't run away. I'll see you.
Brina, you're up.
Yep.
Brina, you're up. Now you have keened and gravity bowed arrows and hasted.
Otto got hasted too.
Yeah, I would think so. Because yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, Otto is within range.
Mike, do you use the TOS sheet? Mike,
Yes.
Does the animal get hasted independently, or does the haste attach to the animal as well?
haste doesn't cascade. It would have to be cast on him. But I think because Storm's not here, He has enough people. Is that he has enough options? Yeah.
But we're just
Yeah,
asking him.
typically, I leave out either Bardos or myself, but I don't have to leave out anybody tonight since Storm's not here.
What I'm saying is, does the TOS sheet automatically?
Yes, if you put no, it doesn't. I'm sorry, it doesn't on the creature. It only on the character.
Right.
So you have to manually add all those things
And I
on
can
the pets or on your eidolons.
It basically it'll give you an extra bite if you have a full attack in it. You're at +2, I think.
That's what I was looking.
And it gives you a +1 attack. Yeah.
+1 attack.
+1 attack, and then and 2 bites.
+1 AC, and then if it's a full attack, you get an extra
That
attack.
was after the attack of opportunity, and that was 13 points of damage less from Otto.
From Otto. So he attacked the Minotaur as he walked, or is he attacking him now?
He did as he walked by in his attack of opportunity.
Okay. So
And now
the creature looks around. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to kill that guy."
And then now Farina's going to shoot at the same one. 3 arrows.
I still show that dude full health.
I haven't done anything to him yet. I got to check something.
Immune to.
Did Otto not hit?
I got to check something.
He hasn't adjusted it yet.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
And are they magical beasts? So, Minotaurs?
They are. Hold on a sec.
Yes.
No way.
I don't think they are magical beasts. They're monstrous humanoids.
Oh, okay.
All right, Otto got a bite of this guy. Where are your arrows? 28.
For Gatto.
I did that.
Now
And then 28, 33, and 15 to hit.
Okay, the 28 and the 33, I believe, will hit. Hold on, let me check on the 15. I don't think that's going to be enough. No, that's not going to be enough. They are evil, definitely.
Actually, there would have been +2 on the 15, so would 17 have done it less?
No, they're AC 19.
Okay.
You get another 46 of.
No, because they're not magical. They're only monsters.
No, but you get holy damage with the longbow. Holy.
I thought that was only on if magical beast.
No.
No, the holy is on anything evil.
Arrows. You have to choose those arrows. You've got 19 special arrows that are for.
I thought those special arrows were just +1 to hit, +1 damage. That's the way I've used them since we got them.
You've got all kinds. You've got +1 arrows. You've got +2 magical beast arrows. They're different. So you can see your ammo. You can change your ammo there if you click on that.
I do see that. But what I'm talking about is this +2d6 damage. That is on those arrows. I thought that was on the holy bow.
That is the +2d6 damage. If you hit a magical beast with a magical beast arrow, bane arrow, you add 2d6. You've got a +2 longbow that's holy. That does 2d6 damage all the time on evil creatures.
On evil creatures. That's what I was missing. Thank you.
Which in the world wound, we've got a plethora of evil creatures.
Yeah.
There's a few. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a couple.
Okay, so
A-
2d6
A
5
cornucopia.
46. And no other additionals. Okay, so 16 + 11, 27, 37, 40. 40 points.
40 points. On which one are you shooting at? The one that's right in front of Gatto?
No, the one
Yeah.
I'm flanking with Otto.
With.
Okay. 40 points. All right, hold on a sec.
That's
All right,
hard
those arrows go slapping into this thing, and they hurt it. It's pretty tough. So, those arrows, shoot, and it's like, oh, what? I mean, they're making a ton of noise. They're really, they've really come out hard. And you can also see that there's a couple more of these guys coming running up in the other room.
And now Otto gets a chance to do his normal.
Right.
Okay. So he's at a +1, 2 bites. Okay, so these are going to be the first 2 bites.
How many bites does he get?
2 now because.
Oh, okay.
And then.
One will hit.
Okay, and then this would be the claws. Ooh, fumble. So
Nope.
one hit, basically.
But that's a miss. Yeah.
one
All right. So one bite.
25 hits, send it.
Does 25 hit?
Claw was a 25.
Yeah, that's the one that hit.
Okay, so one bite, one claw.
No, she fumbled the claw.
No, I had 2
No,
claws.
there's 2 claws. The first one was 25. The second was 15. She rolled a 27 to confirm, so it wasn't a fumble, just a miss.
Oh, okay. Yeah, one bite, one claw then. Right. All right. It's just I had them mixed up.
That's all right. There's the bite. And
That's the bite.
there is the claw. So 23 more points.
You have the
23
chance
more.
to trip if you want with your fight.
And with the trip, I have to roll a CMB, right?
Correct.
Right.
I always forget that. Thankfully, Gordon's sitting next to me.
Hmm.
Ah, not good. So you have to roll over that?
Roll, he just has a CMD that goes against.
Yeah, it's not high enough.
Okay.
So no trip there. But
That's it.
Otto has definitely got this creature's attention. So that may not bode well for him next round.
Hey, Les, on that 25 was what is necessary to hit that guy? Because I did have a flanking bonus. I didn't add in there that too. Would the 25 have been a 27?
25.
25 hit, I thought.
25 hit him. It was their ACs are 19.
Oh, so that a second bite would have hit.
What's the second? Oh.
Yeah, the 17.
Yeah, woulda. Go ahead.
I rolled it. Where's it go?
Okay.
Cool. Okay. Now he's really mad at the cat.
Yeah, he's killing. Lothar.
I hope it's a chance to move now too, right?
No, he did a full attack.
No, full attack, right?
Yeah, otherwise he wouldn't get all those extra attacks. He's stuck there. Lothar.
Give me just a second. I have to see the range of something. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm changing what I'm casting, so
All right.
there it is.
Flashheart, you're up next.
40. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
40.
I'm going to, no, that was just for my benefit. I'm going to take a 5-foot step forward.
Okay.
40 now includes the cat, and the 2 minotaurs have already jumped through.
Mhm.
So I'm going to cast prayer.
Prayer. Okay.
So it's a +1 to attack, damage, saves, and skill checks, and a -1 to the foes that are in it for all of those same things.
Got it. Okay. Powerful spell.
Let's use his old icon.
So we get a +1, right?
Yeah, +1 to attacks,
Yep.
damage, saves, and skill checks.
I like that one. What spell was that?
Prayer?
Oh,
Rare.
Basically, +1 to everything.
you think
Pretty
the paladin would have heard that?
Did
This prayer thing you keep talking
Yeah.
about.
Clato, verate. Hey, I said the words.
I got him mostly right.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Lothar? You gonna move, or did you already?
I did a 5-foot step.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
So
Okay. Flashheart, you're up.
So I gotta disbelieve on the barrier.
Well, you can't just disbelieve. It's not like first edition. You have to interact with it. So until you actually can touch it in some way, it is it's you could see it. It's just you can't see anything behind it.
But don't
Alright,
worry,
so-
there's 2 guys outside the barrier for you to attack.
Yeah,
I'll
you can
say-
definitely see those guys.
you're way in the
Alright.
back, and you can go up and interact with them.
Yeah, I will make a charge move towards them. Let's see, it would be 50
Interact.
feet, right?
You have to, if you're gonna charge, you have
It'd be a straight
to,
line, right?
Feel
Yep.
free to confirm the one that we've been trying.
But you could run.
Feel
Yeah,
free to
you can
run.
charge either one of those if you want.
Yeah.
No, run. You get 4 times your movement for running.
Yeah, but you don't get an attack at the end of it.
Right, but I don't think he's that close to charge anyway.
Yeah, he
Uh,
can
he's
charge.
right.
5
hasted.
foot. These are 5-foot steps,
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's right. Where he's
These
He
are
can
fives,
charge.
yeah.
He
Yeah,
can charge
get
either
there.
one of them.
Yeah, he can charge
Yeah.
both.
I'm gonna go right here to hit this guy.
All right. Attack of
All right,
opportunity as you pass through the threatened squares, though.
2, 14. Knock yourself out.
You got a -8. Are you just
That's
moving there or are you charging?
26.
Does the haste add AC?
Not what you're using this way.
Okay, then that would be a hit.
26 is a hit.
26 is my AC, so that would be a
hit. So as you come running up, it just kind of flips the glaive over and clocks you one for 24 points of damage.
Ouch.
But you get your hit.
Haste did give +1 to armor class.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Haste gives +1 AC, +1 attack, +1 AC, +1 reflex.
Well, then it's a miss there, sir. So as
I don't find this amusing at all.
Nanny, boo, boo.
All these ones here, twos there. They always seem to be just enough.
I think that sir was a little facetious, Les.
That was facetious.
All right, go ahead, roll. You're attacking him.
Finish him. You there, Matt?
Yeah, right now.
Flanking.
Hit.
32's a hit.
I get 2 hits, right? Because I'm hasted, or no? I get a.
Well, do the damage. Charge. He may already be dead.
You charge. You only get a single attack.
Oh, that's right.
And you didn't charge. You just did a regular move because you had haste.
Well, he still only gets 1 attack.
Well, either way, he gets 1 attack.
Still gets 1 attack, right?
Okay. So let me do the damage here.
He could have charged for the +2 to hit.
If he would have charged, he would have been hit by that swing.
So what are the bonuses you get there? Because that's just a raw roll of 7 points.
Yeah.
No, sorry. It was incorrect. I didn't mean to roll that. There you go.
15.
Wait, I'll take my original bonuses.
Yeah, you should have just said +12.
+1 for prayer.
And
+16.
Yep.
But radiance is a good aligned weapon. He comes up and chops this dude right in the guts, and he falls over the top of the thing right there in front of you guys.
Yay!
Awesome. I don't ring yours. I thank you.
Anytime.
Bardos.
Auto saved me many, many times.
Where are you, Bard? Oh, there you are.
I'm in the corner there. I'm going to cast energy weapon on. Let's see here. Actually, I got to move to do that. Guess I'll move to there and cast energy weapon on Fletcher.
Nice.
Fletcher. Okay.
Thank you,
What Sonic energy? Fletcher, I mean, are you using your sword or the hammer right now?
The hammer.
The hammer. So it begins vibrating with almost uncontrollable sonic energy inside, where you can hear like this like weird note is coming off of it. That's just about ready to smack the crap out of somebody. All right, Gatto, you're.
Hey, if I wouldn't put it on his hammer, I would put it on his glaive.
You put it on his sword.
Glaive.
All right, so the sword in your baldric is going.
I thought you said glaive. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's right, the glaive. You carry
glaive.
the glaive. I keep thinking that you have that two-handed sword.
I do. I'm a walking armory, dude.
So you're carrying a hammer, a glaive, and a two-handed sword. Any other weapons? Just I'm curious.
That's it for now, but I'm looking to pick up a few more if I find some.
What? No dagger?
I know. I need a couple throwing weapons. That would be nice.
Okay. All right.
In case you're looking to drop something.
Do you have a bow?
I do not have a bow.
All right. It's all up front. All right. So
Swiss Army glaive. It's got everything.
So Bardos, which of the many weapons that Fletcher has on him are you giving it to? The glaive, the hammer, or the two-handed sword?
The glaive.
The glaive. Okay. So the glaive is vibrating in whatever sheath that you have that's appropriate for a glaive. All right. Gatto, you are up.
Well, I was told not to move, which I was going to ignore when the Minotaur was right there, but now I will not move, so I'm delaying.
All right, so you're delaying. All right, so let me know when you want to jump back in. Now, just so you know, we're quite near the bottom of the order.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to be close to the top later.
Okay, so all right, Fletcher, you're up.
Hold on, just quickly. I'm doing a 5-foot step. Just quickly doing my math.
Okay. All right. Keep in mind that these guys have reach, so you would be moving from a threatened square to another threatened square. Oh, well, it's 5
Doesn't
foot step.
matter.
Never
It's a
mind.
5-foot step.
5 foot step. Yeah.
Never mind. Never mind.
Shut up.
9 plus 5 is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, yeah, plus 20. So here's my first attack.
Okay.
19 armor class, so this should hit.
That'll hit.
And add 1 to this damage.
Don't want to. Wow, 34?
So 35.
Okay. They have. All right, bam! It clouts into this guy. He's like, boom, knocks sideways.
Okay. Second full attack.
Okay,
It's a
that'll
hit.
hit.
Add 1 to this. 40 damage.
Okay.
He's still alive. I got a third attack. There we go.
He's still up.
This is not my best attack, but let's see if we can roll well.
AC 19. That's not high. 23. That's a hit.
Add 1 to this. 37.
37. You just beat this guy into the ground, and he falls basically at your feet as you're just like wham, 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 and you just the first he tries to get that glaive up, and you knock it away, and the next one just gets him right in the shoulder, and then the next one you just hit him right in the head, and it just lays him out on the ground. Now, give me a perception check.
I turn to Ilendar and say, "Thanks for that haste, dude."
That's how you do it. Natch 20 on the perception?
Yep.
All right. Since you're the only guy that can see through there, you see these two guys see what you just did to their friend, and this one goes over here because now it's their turn. That one goes over there, and you hear those chains again. The portcullis is coming down. This one retreats and goes back behind this wall as well.
Don't worry, babies. I can lift that portcullis. We're coming.
And it's just like you can see it coming down. But that is their turn. Gatto, that's the bottom of the order. Do you want to come back in here?
Not yet.
Okay, Ilendar.
Going to move up here and cast a spell and smack Gatto.
Okay. So
What?
do the
They're
smell?
not related. They're not related. I just wanted to smack Gatto.
The spell is called Smack Gatto.
And Gatto disappears.
You've had that spell all along.
Hey.
So So the spell and the smack related at all, or
No.
is just, okay?
I really just wanted to smack him.
That's okay. It's, everybody does.
Storm's not here to smack him. So I just thought, you know what? I'm going to see if it's as fun as it looks.
Yep, and it is. And everybody turns around at the sound of the smack. If Storm's not here to do it, Ilendar has to. All right, so you turn Gatto invisible.
Yes.
All right, Gatto is invisible. Farina.
Regular or greater?
Greater.
Okay.
You got it for 8 rounds.
So
Actually,
Farina,
you can jump in any time.
you saw
Oh, I'll go now.
you saw Flashheart kill one of these things. You saw you just saw Fletcher Farina, you got a bird's eye view of Fletcher just like beating the living shit out of this thing. Just smashing it down to the dust. But you still can't see anything past the wall. So you're going to go and interact with the door, with the thing? Okay.
Right.
All right, so give me a will save.
And I got a +1 on that, baby. It's in there, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so you interact, you touch that wall and it disappears. And you sort of are looking in there and you see a couple of things. One, a portcullis that's coming down that is basically almost all the way to the ground.
Which one? Portcullis.
Huh?
Which can I see the guy that's operating the portcullis? Because that's who I'm after.
You don't know. You don't know. I mean, you don't see any guys.
Oh. These aren't guys?
Oh, they're guy. Well, give me a perception check. I don't know if you can see them because they duck behind those walls.
They're big guys.
They're big guys.
Guys.
37. Okay, so yeah, you would see this guy. You're not sure if he's working any mechanism or not.
Well, that's the one I'll shoot at then.
All right, you're gonna try and whiz it. So he's got tons of cover. That's +4 cover right there, plus the portcullis. So you're just gonna sort of step back and just kind of like try and thread the needle there.
Does point blank help with that? Not point blank.
No, you're too far away. You're at like short range.
No, not that one. The one where you can shoot through cover, because I've got
Precise shot.
Does that help with that?
Might. You have precise shot?
I do have precise shot.
All right, hold on a second. Let me check.
I don't think that helps with cover.
I don't. Yeah.
More
That's
shooting
if someone's in combat with them.
You can shoot ranged weapons engaged in melee without that. Yeah, no, that doesn't help with cover. So they have +4 to their armor classes for cover.
All
So
right,
if you want to hit that guy, you're gonna have to hit AC 23.
Okay.
You'd have to hit a 23. I bet you can't.
Really? Is that how you?
No, the reality is you could probably pop.
Unless I'm going in after Farina.
You can only shoot once. You moved.
Oh, sorry. First one.
Which one was the first one? Is it 27?
33.
You only get 1 out of 3 when you're hasted, not 2 out of 3.
You got to do a full attack.
Correct, you only get one.
So is it the +22? Is that your shot?
Kill the rabbit.
Oh, no, that was the thing. So it's the 32. All right, well, you hit him.
I'll take it.
And your bow is considered holy, right?
It is. So I'm going to get 4d6.
Well, what it does is it also gets past their DR, too.
That was a really good investment. Whoa.
Ooh, 14 points of damage. You hear it yelp as the arrow smashes into its thigh. That it wasn't. It gets back more into there. So, all right. So, Gatto, you're coming in at this point.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Let me do this here real quick. I'll get you back on.
It didn't slow the portcullis, did it?
It did not slow the portcullis.
Dun, dun,
dun. Real quick. Let's redo. Fix that. Eleanor, Farina. All right, Gatto. You come in now. So you see Farina shoot through the portcullis into there. What are you doing?
I go up to interact with the wall.
Okay. Nope. No, that wall's still there. You see Farina shooting through something. You're like, how are these people doing this? Well, no, I think at this point you realize that the wall is probably illusionary. What is bothering you is that to your eyes it's still there, and it keeps you from doing what you want to do, which I assume is contribute to the party's well-being of some,
Yeah, you'd think that.
Yeah, right. To do something, anything that would help in this fight, which you really don't seem capable of at this point. All right. So yeah, no, you step to the side. All right, Lothar. Where are you, Lothar? Oh, you're sort of like over there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm right here. So I'm going.
And you still see the wall, and you see Gatto. Oh, well, you don't see Gatto because Gatto's invisible.
5-foot step forward.
Okay.
And then I have seen things come through the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen her shoot through the wall.
Yeah, so you're guessing it is an illusion, but you just haven't interacted with it. Your eyes still see it.
I'm going to cast Dispel Magic.
Okay.
So at the place where the wall is over the dead guy,
I'm
going to cast Dispel Magic.
All right, so Dispel Magic, 19. I don't know that that's going to be enough. I got to check something real quick. So if I recall correctly, Dispel Magic is...
The DC is 11 plus the spellcaster's level.
Okay. Hold on just a sec.
Actually, I'm sorry. That would be 20.
Oh, because of prayer?
Because of prayer.
Okay. I just got to take a look at this thing real quick. Come on, you big poo.
So if the spellcaster was 9th level or lower, it's gone. If they were 10th level or higher, it's still there.
It's still there. It is still there. Your dispel magic is not powerful enough to take down this. This dispel magic is not powerful enough to take down this illusion.
Right.
That it for you?
Yep, that's it for me.
Okay. Flash hearts.
So I got to do the same thing. I got to try to dispel magic, or I can't dispel magic. I got to just try to disbelieve.
Well, kind of. You have to interact with it. You have to go up and touch it.
All right, so I'm gonna. Can I try to charge through it, or that? Like I've seen everybody else interacting.
It might hurt.
Right. Well.
Yeah, I mean, it's like going through the wall at platform 9 3/4. I mean, it's not easy to tell your brain to convince your brain that it's not there.
What if I don't have a brain? I'm a paladin. I'm going to charge.
Brain.
I'm going to charge straight in. At least attempt to.
Okay, you're gonna charge straight in. Give me a
shield up, helmet down. Yeah.
Roll me a will save.
One will save, and that prayer you sent, does that impact the will save?
It does.
+1.
+1.
Okay. One moment. All right, here you go.
Natural 20. All right. So you as you're like, oh, you got radiance in your hand and you're running up there, and you, as soon as you hit the wall, it disappears, but the portcullis is down. So you go slamming into an iron portcullis, and you take 3 points of damage as you just bonk into that and are thrown backwards by the impact.
Right?
Fletcher says, I did mention the portcullis, didn't I?
Bartos has got to do a slow clap on that one.
I can just see me sprawl out in the mud.
Bam! You just smash right into it.
Like, good news, guys, it's an illusion. Well, mostly.
It's mostly an illusion. And you hear a Minotaurian giggle from the other side of the portcullis back in the back somewhere.
A Minotaurian giggle. Ooh. That's
Right.
chilling.
Bardos.
Okay, Bartos is going to, let's see. Both of those.
Bartos, you notice that Fletcher is moving towards the portcullis like he's going to lift it up.
It's true. He does seem to be doing that.
I'm going to give Flashheart the energy weapon with Sonic as well. I'll move up.
So it's holding. Well, it's still on his. It's still on his glaive, right? Which he does not have out.
Yeah, not Fletcher. Flashheart.
So you're going to put Sonic on Radiance.
Yes.
Okay.
So what's that going to do? I'm sorry.
Well, you hear this crystalline tone coming out of your. You feel even more power in it, and basically he's added a sonic damage to it.
Nice, thank you.
Anytime you hit a D6 additional damage, sonic damage.
And is that one shot, or does it last for a time?
It lasts for a time. It's
okay.
8 rounds.
8 rounds. Okay. All right, Bartos. Fletcher, what are you gonna do, bud? You gonna try and lift that thing?
Yeah, is that a straight strength roll?
It's a straight strength roll. If you're just basically lifting up, you have to you have to use both hands. So you can't have your weapon out. You're gonna like reach down and basically lift it up enough that people can get underneath.
All right.
Because they've detached it. So basically what you're doing is you're going to stand there and you're going to deadlift this thing, and people are going to go underneath it and get into the room. And eventually at some point you will have to release it or sort of like brace it somehow. 14. Yeah, you can't budge it with a 14.
Not a good roll.
It is not going anywhere.
All right. I say, Flashheart, do you want to help me with this?
Yeah, sure.
Both of you, actually all three of you on the portcullis, give me a perception check.
Oof. I didn't see nothing.
Okay.
Still an 18.
26 for Farina.
What did Flashheart roll?
Flashheart didn't roll yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, just a D20?
Perception check.
Perception.
Okay. Starting to drift off there. Sorry about
19. All right, that's all right. All right, so I think you guys are sort of like working on the, you're like, can you help me with this kind of thing? And you guys are both sort of like looking at the portcullis to try and figure out how to lift it. In the meantime, Farina, you see something come down. There's a set of stairs sort of behind where the minotaurs are, and you see a large creature sort of coming. He's on those stairs. He's standing there. You're not sure what he's about, but let me tell you what he looks like.
I'm going to tell everybody there's somebody coming, and since I'm not strong enough to move that gate, I'm going to move out of here.
Fee fi fo fum sounds.
He is large, muscular, violet in color. He has big elephant feet, and razor-sharp horns cover his body.
I repeat that. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to stay this one out of the other corner.
She kind of paraphrases and just says, "Oh fuck."
First I say that, then I say, yeah, this is... I knock an arrow and get to the corner.
Okay.
I'm envisioning myself like dusting my armor off and looking up at the thing coming down the stairs or wherever it's coming from.
You see this creature. It's big. Let me just see right there what that looks like. Okay. All right. It's big and it's coming down the stairs and it looks pissed. You're not entirely sure who it's pissed off at though. All right. So Flesher, you tried that. Those guys sort of like, you hear the guy on the stairs say something. Who speaks Abyssal?
I do.
Carlos does.
I do.
You hear him say something along. Anybody who could hear him and speaks Abyssal, you could hear him say, "Minotaurs, we have given you the blessing of Baphomet, and you cower behind the walls at these creatures. Go and fight as is your duty." And you can see them sort of like, they got their glaives.
See what happened to the other two guys?
And you can see them sort of coming out, and he's like, "Go to them now."
You just evil shamed them.
He did.
Evil shame.
He evil shamed him. He did. And so
Come on, Minotaurs, this is a safe place here. Come over to us.
It's a safe place.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
You're not evil. You're demi-evil. You're like the Diet Coke of evil.
The Diet Coke.
You call yourselves evil now. Get back in the fight, you turds. I've seen more evil buying Girl Scout cookies than I see right now.
Hey,
that's true.
don't sleep on Girl Scouts. They're evil.
Yeah, I was about to say.
All right, hold on a second. All right, so it is. Okay, these guys hearing this large demon sort of exhort them to greater efforts. You see them sort of their glaives come out and they're like, "Ah!" And they come running out this way and come running towards the portcullis. Huh?
And they're like, "Whoops, we forgot to open the door."
Not the door! No, they've got glaives. They're sticking them through the portcullis at you guys. And they've got reach, which makes things harder. So one of them's going to try and stick Fletcher, and the other one is going to try and stick Flashheart. Because that is what they love to do.
Yeah, we've got someone with better range and does more damage.
Fletcher. Ooh, that's 30. And Flashheart. Also a 30. Two 30s. Is that a hit?
Yeah.
All right. One of them sticks through the bars of the thing for 20 points of damage.
Ow.
Fletcher, did that 30 hit you?
Yep.
Yeah, about 23 points of damage for you as these guys jab you with their glaives. Ha! Now that's evil. And then this guy is going to come down to about there. He comes down to the bottom of the steps and he just stands there. Okay. Ilindar.
I'm going to call back away and let Farina finish him off. That kind of changed.
Well, I can go at an angle probably with a
with
5 foot step.
They got reach. Remember.
No, she could just come out to like right here.
Top of Gato. I'm just trying to do a 5 foot.
You're not up Illinois.
I know. It's saying that I should be able to get an angle on the dude on the left. That's what I'm going for. Sorry, I interject.
Well, you've got precise shot, and in this case, that would help because you'll be able to shoot past Flashheart and Fletcher. If you were to come out like here, is what I'm thinking. You would still be out of the range of their glaives. The portcullis is down, so it's not like they can just rush through there. Obviously, at least to you guys, you think that the mechanism that controls the portcullis is behind one of those walls.
Did Ilindar pass? Is that what's going on?
I'm gonna just delay or pass. There's nothing I can do right now.
Can you do a 5 foot step to here, Les, and hit this?
Yeah,
guy?
that's what I was getting at. Can't I just take a 5 foot step so I can get all my attacks?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
That's clean one, right? Right through there.
Yep. I think so. Yeah, and with precise shot, you can sort of thread the needles there.
Okay, so you're hanging tight, Ilindar. You want me to go ahead?
Yep, go ahead. Do your thing.
Do that thing.
Do that thing, Farina, where you ruin the enemy's day.
I'll do my best.
Somebody's got to roll critical.
Okay. What?
I've got the keen edge, but you got to roll a critical to get it.
Yep.
So 2 hits, is that right?
Yeah, AC 9. Well, all 3 of those are hits.
Okay. And they're all gonna
And they're all on that one guy.
D6 plus
This
6.
one right here.
6 more D6 would be 12 D6 plus 6.
Damn.
Not plus 6. It'd be 12d6 plus
12.
that's 15. Isn't it plus 5 is your normal plus for arrows?
Plus 18.
What's that?
I'm all beefed up and have plus
She's
1
got
arrows.
gravity.
And gravity,
But what's your plus?
plus 6 normally, so times 3.
18. So yeah. So it's 12d6 plus 18. Poor guy.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, I don't. That doesn't seem fair at all. 61. All right. That hurt.
Yeah. And okay, as a free action, Elendar says, "Yeah, what she said."
He's like, shoot, shoot, shoot. Those arrows come shooting through that portcullis, and he's like, "Wow, that's not what I expected. When I signed up to be evil, this isn't what I was expecting." All right, so Ilindar, you are holding. Farina, that was your turn. Ilindar, do you want to jump back in or no?
I'll let you know when I do.
All right, Gato's up.
So
You're invisible. You just saw Farina just thread the needle on this, and she's like shooting arrows between guys, between Flashheart's legs, around the corner, back in the back. It's crazy. She's crazy with that bow. Frankly, you're awfully nervous about stepping in front of her.
Honestly, you guys have never seen Farina smile so much. This bow rocks. She's so excited.
okay, but again, the illusion is gone now, right?
No. Not for you. The spell magic didn't work. No, the spell magic did not work.
Okay, I still don't get it.
You still don't see it.
Poor Mub. Mub, I can't call you Mub. You'll always be Mub to me, Don.
Thanks.
Called him Mub. All right, yeah, you still don't see it. You're like, how are you guys shooting through that wall? It's crazy.
And I step to the side.
All right, Lothar.
As a free use of this invisibility.
As a free action, based on the description and hearing it speak, can I do a knowledge planes to tell what that thing is?
Yeah.
28.
28. You think this is what's called? You heard it when you were studying when you were studying demonology back in the you've heard these called in the tongue of the elephant, a kalavakas. But traditionally they are known as horned demons. What did you roll on your knowledge planes? What was your roll? 28?
28.
So one thing that you know that these creatures do is they have the ability to enslave someone's spirit and make them take penalties. And if they kill that person, they suck their spirit into their own body. And that these horned demons carry around the slain spirits of the creatures that they have psychically enslaved. And this is something that they can do to anybody.
Okay, so do I know if these things, because not all demonic creatures are brave. Some of them are quite cowardly. So what do I understand about?
Well, I don't know if cowardly would be the right word. What you know is these horned demons are not stupid. He's probably not going to run in and get himself feathered by arrows. I mean, he just saw his dude get chopped. He's not a dummy.
Okay. Well, then again, as a free action, I'm going to yell out in Abyssal, Farina's smiling, fear for your life. And then I'm going to cast Bless.
You're going to cast Bless. Okay. He hears you and is just like, who dares to talk to me, to speak the language of the plains?
Blush, blush, blush.
What?
All right. Flash hearts.
Okay, let's see. I've attacked all the important stuff now, the illusions and the gates.
Well, so at this point, you guys are still trying to lift that, where you were initially, like 6 seconds ago, you were trying to lift that gate. Now, all of a sudden, these jackasses showed up, and now they're stabbing you. So I'm not entirely sure what you want to do.
All you can do is absorb damage. Back away.
Yeah, I think it's my best choice right now. So I'm going to step back away. I'm going to lay on hands, okay? Right there.
Okay.
Wait. I want to make sure I have cover for Farina, but I'm not blocking her. Yeah, maybe I can go here.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to stand in front of Farina.
I want to stand. Well, I also want to, in case somebody comes out. Okay, that's it.
That would be troublesome. All right, so you're laying on hands. Go ahead and roll those numbers.
I'll take that.
20 points, not bad. Bardos.
Not too shabby.
Time to bring in some wizardry. What do you got? What do you got in mind, Bardos?
Oh, I'm going to taunt that guy, I guess. I'm going to cast grease on where he's standing.
Oh, I hate grease. So which ones are you gonna? So where do you want to put the grease?
On the big nasty guy.
Purple guy.
Like at the bottom of the stairs, like way over there. So is that arrangeable?
Grease lightning.
Yeah, it's got 45-foot range.
45-foot range. No, is that close enough?
No.
It's not. He's at least 50 feet away.
All right. Well, then I guess I'll cast it right in front of the portal for these assholes.
All right. 10-foot square, right?
Yes.
Go there.
I'm going to center it to the right a little bit on the guy that's not as damaged.
Okay. So like over, like right about there?
Yeah.
All right. Grease. All right, so they have to make reflex saves, my Minotaurian friends. Let me see if that helps them at all. Nope. All right, so their reflex save is
16.
16. All right, so their reflex bonus is +5. So let's see if they stay on their feet. I'm going to do left to right. First guy, yep. Second guy, yes, they stay on their feet, but it does make it difficult. So they can still fight. It's as long they only have to do if they move, right?
16, not 15.
16? I thought you said 15.
Oh, 16.
Let me just roll that again then.
You don't get to roll.
No,
again.
unfair roll. All right, so if that's the case, then this guy goes down, blop, and he is prone. The other guy looks at him and is like, "The fuck, dude."
Guys
And
are
you-
so getting demoted.
Yeah, they are going to be eaten. All right, so one guy goes down, one goes up. Now they can still attack as long as they don't move. Correct? In a grease spell. It's only movement that prompts the.
Can you attack while prone?
You think
You
a grease
can, yeah, you
Yes, you're
can.
minus 4.
You think a
Minus
grease
4,
spell would be like
okay.
a day spa treatment for a demon?
They still have to stand on their feet. All right, Fletcher. All right, you see this guy, Bartos. Oh wait, Bartos, were you going to do anything else?
No, actually, failure means it can't move that round.
It can't move. Oh, okay, so it's not prone.
A grease spell. Let's see.
Hold on.
Any creature in the area must make a successful reflex save or fall. So if
Or
they
fall.
fail,
Yeah, it's down.
yeah, creature can walk with a DC 10 acrobatics check. Oh, okay. So the failure means it moment. So it's the DC 10 acrobatics check means they can't move if they fail that. So
Gotcha.
basically, they're just on the ground right now. They're considered.
Right. Okay. Well, one guy made it, so he's still on his feet. But to move out of that square is going to cost. He's going to have to make a DC 10 acrobatics check. The other guy's down prone, which causes a whole ordeal of problems and interesting conundrums. All right. So Bartos, you going to move or anything else like that, or did you move to get in place?
No, I am going to move. I'm going to move behind Flash Art.
Okay. All right. You scoot back there, Fletcher.
I am going to switch to my glaive.
Okay.
Do I have to move 5 feet over to hit this guy?
Yeah, you got reach on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Let's have a look, shall we? No, you can hit him
Okay.
from where you're standing. 28 will hit. 28 damage? Really?
And what is the sonic again?
Plus D6.
So hold on, I got a D6 coming.
And did you add the +1 to damage for prayer?
No, yeah, +1 for prayer as well.
So
Yeah.
32?
32.
Nice. That is
Sweet.
substantial.
So he had 22. So that glaive, he gets glaved himself, and it kills him. He falls down face first into the grease, the glaive clattering across the thing. All right. The other
Fletcher's
guy's
having a
turn.
fun night.
And he is going to try and stab you from prone position. So it will be -4 off of this. 19 will hit
That
you.
would be a big time miss.
Ah, he doesn't miss. So then he 5-foot crawls backwards. Does not try to get up, but he's crawling backwards out of the grease.
Man, this guy's dead from the other side.
His own guy's going to kill him.
Mr. Purple Man's not going to look kindly on this.
He's not going to have it. So
You go in there, you slip and fall down, and then crawl away. Hey, Don, I think we should name this guy Ty.
Yes.
Ta-da.
all right, Fletcher, you feel something crawling into your mind, into your very spirit. It is a will save that you must make as you feel the purple demon try to reach in there and just grab your spirit and hold it, squeeze it, destroy it.
But I get +1 for prayer.
Yep.
And +1 for bless, right? No, it's not fear. Never mind.
It's not fear,
5, 6,
although
7,
you should be frightened.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So I'll just tell you right now, the DC on this is 18. Oh, no.
Sorry. No. +1 for prayer. I didn't put it in.
Wait, what?
That was 12 just for me.
All right, I'm increasing the DC by 2.
That sounds fair.
Oh, and I did a D6 anyway, for crying out loud. Let me redo this.
Oh, roll a real thing.
There, that's better.
All right. All right.
Geez, I almost made it on a D6.
Yeah, you almost did. All right. So this creature tried to basically he tried to enslave your soul, and he smiles, but he also takes a step back up the stairs.
I smile too. It's not easy to do a will check on a barbarian who's raging. He got a lot of anger back.
All right, so he kind of scoots back up the stairs. All right, Ilindar, do you want to go now?
No.
Or are you skipping your turn? All right. Farina.
I see one left.
He's prone, which means he's going to get +4 on his AC to your arrows.
Yep.
Or -4 to his AC.
No, it's actually harder for you to hit
It's harder for you to hit him when he's prone.
because he's a smaller target.
It's easier for you to hit him with a sword. It's smaller. It's harder for you to hit him with an arrow.
But he's flat-footed, so he doesn't get his dex bonus.
He's not flat-footed. He's just prone.
No. When you're
But you were flat-footed when you were
on
prone.
your reflex, you're flat-footed.
He's not being prone. Doesn't deny your reflex.
In Greece.
In Greece, it does. It's in the.
I think it did.
It's Greece specific. Greece is the one, is the one.
Well, he's still going to get. Well, maybe he won't get his reflex, but he's still.
That's fine.
Okay, hold on. Let me check Greece though, because Greece is taking on all kinds of like interesting things that I didn't know about. So let me just push that up and take a look here.
Oh, wait a minute.
Clerics that do not considered.
Yeah, I read it the wrong way. I read it one way instead of the other. So sorry, you're right.
Okay,
Yeah, he still gets his dex. So yeah, so you're firing.
Yep, 38 potential crit, not confirmed. 31
Potential fumble, you mean?
potential fumble.
No, it was a fumble on the.
Crit too. The first one's a crit.
So it was no confirm on the crit. Then the second one, 34, 31. So 3 hits, regular hits.
Oh, bummer, because that would have been the keen edge. Son of a bum. Okay, so 3
That's
hits.
all right. Take the 3 hits.
Yeah. Okay, so 6d6 plus 18 plus 66 is the 12.
So it's that 12d6 plus 18 again?
12d6 plus 18.
It's so
criminy.
fun.
We love
I don't like this at all.
Bam!
58 points?
Nice.
Points? Well, you're not going to be happy about this. Guess how many hit points he has? He has 59 hit points. So almost.
Did you take your pluses for prayer?
I did. And
Damn.
bless, yes.
Well, bless doesn't plus damage. Bless
Prayers
plus.
in there. Yeah, the TOS sheet covers
Yeah.
prayer. Bless.
Gotcha.
All right. Gatto.
Get him, Gatto. Come on. Take him. You can take him.
He can't. He can't see through the wall.
Oh, Gatto. He's got just like he's bleeding to death, man. You can do this.
20. Yes, that's enough. Now the wall is gone to you. You're like, now I know what you guys are talking about. Who are these Minotaur guys?
Can I squeeze through the gate?
I didn't mean go that far. I said just kill him. Don't get crazy. Separate the part.
Maybe, yeah. So I would need probably like an acrobatics check to squeeze through the gate. You get through the gate. You can squeeze through there.
But none of us know you squeeze through there.
I know.
Now go raise the portcullis.
That's going to freak him out. What the heck's going on with that thing?
Do I see where the controls are for the portcullis from here?
You do not.
That is it for my turn right now.
Okay.
Remember, you are hasted, so you got a bunch of movement.
Yeah, but I also managed to squeeze through a gate.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a busy round. He's making will saves. He's squeezing through gates. He's looking at portcullis controls. It's busy. Lothar.
Well, I still can't see through because I haven't interacted with anything. And I don't see where any of my people are hurt. Did I recognize that the demon or the devil, whatever he was, has gone? Because he said some crap.
No, I mean, because you personally can't see through the thing, right? You never saw him. You just heard him. The last thing you heard him say.
There's a wall there. Everyone knows there's no wall.
The last thing that you heard, Lothar, was you yelled out, "Farina! Farina is smiling, and you're in danger." And then you heard him say, "Who dares to speak the language of the abyss to me?" And then you haven't heard anything since then.
So I didn't hear him beat feet back up the stairs?
No, it was too far away.
Okay. Well, then at this point, I'm going to 5-foot step.
Okay.
I can try Dispel Magic again. I just don't know how well that's going to work.
I wouldn't blow a third level.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So
just go what? Touch it.
I can't get that far. Wait, no, that's not true. I'm hasted.
Yeah, you can move.
So I'm gonna.
Whatever your movement is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up and try to interact with the wall.
Okay, give me a will save.
And you get +2 because you know it's an illusion.
And
True.
+1 for prayer. So
No,
16.
it's still there. Yeah, you still see it. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, arrows going in and out of it, people coming in and out of it. This is bullshit.
Yeah, I know. You know in your head, Lothar knows it's an illusion. You've already tried to cast a spell magic on it. You know it's magical. But at the same time, your eyes still see that wall.
Yeah, platform 9 3/4 sucks.
How many times do you think those redheaded kids smacked into that thing? I mean, All right, Flashheart, what are you doing? So you ran back behind Farina like a small child, and again, and obviously, you feel safer there.
Hey, Flashheart, if you want to lay your hands on me, I'm totally available.
Okay, happy to do so. This portcullis is still not open, all right?
It's closed.
Right,
it's down. They put it back down.
I'll use my healing energy then.
All right.
Make it happen. All right, so I'm going to. Is that for Bardos? Who's asking for that?
No, that was Fletcher.
That was Fletcher.
Oh, sorry, you're standing on top of the body there. I didn't see you there. Yeah, I'll use it on Fletcher. I have 2 more abilities here. 19.
Thank you, sir.
And
wait, that was an attack roll. That was
my bad. Here we go.
There you go.
20. And one more.
And one more. Yay!
One to grow on.
All right, Lord Bardos. What doest thou? Now you're standing behind Flashheart, so you feel even safer. Flashheart just stepped forward and gave Fletcher a much-needed healing reach around. But
shoulder rub. Yeah, shoulder rub.
There you go, big guy.
Is there room to walk up and interact with the wall?
Yeah. You could go in between Fletcher and Lothar and grab it. Go ahead. Need a will save.
So will save. All right. This is going to be +11, so
21. All right, yeah, it disappears for you. You can see through it. You see the body of one Minotaur, another one just desperately sort of crawling away out of the thing. You don't see anything else, just the down portcullis and stuff like that. You don't see Gato. Gato's invisible.
Okay, I guess that was a move.
There's no Gato. Go ahead.
Can I still do an action?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm going to try an acid splash on that guy.
You're just going to splash him with a little acid, finish him off?
I'm going to try.
This may be a verm, because I don't, if we go back to the old rules, this could be a verm, so go ahead. So this is a range touch, right?
Yep, range touch, so
he is prone, so as a ranged attack, you don't get the bonuses. I mean, it's -4.
I just roll a ranged attack, right? Basically.
But it's
Correct.
touch AC. So his touch AC is 9, -4 is 13.
So it's 13, yeah.
Yep. You got him. Do you do more than 1 point of damage?
Yep.
That finishes him, and that may be a verm for you.
1d3.
You burn me? You burn me?
He did. It's a bit max damage.
Wow. I'm going to pay for that tonight.
Farina is no longer smiling. Fear for your life.
Fear for your life. Now, when Farina smiles, enemies fear for her life. When she stops smiling, everyone fears for her life.
Especially Gato.
Where's the pepper? It's not Barney.
Okay. All right. Fletcher, you are newly healed. You've been touched by a paladin. And you feel great. What are you going to do?
So are we still in combat?
Well,
Ish.
yes, until we finish this round.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to lift the portcullis again. I was just
Okay, but there's no obvious interlocutors.
Okay. Can I do like what is it you can do without rolling? Like take a 15 or something?
Well, that takes time. So you can, I mean, this is a really heavy portcullis. Unless you get something pretty solid, you doubt that you're going to be able to lift it by yourself. I mean, when you tried before, you're like, holy crap. But give it a shot. You never know. 18. Better. I mean, you got it budged a little bit, but you feel like it's going to take at least 2 people. And then you're going to want to try and brace it with something to keep it open.
All right. That's my turn.
I'm going to walk up. I'm going to jump in now, just as the end of the combat.
Okay.
Try and touch the wall. So add 3 to this roll.
19. That is not quite enough. It's a DC 20. So you still see wall.
Okay.
Which, frankly, is a little disconcerting because you're looking at Lothar and like, do you see it? No, it's not there.
Get harder.
Gatto, give me a perception check. Okay, 28. So you're looking around for this thing, the portcullis thing. As you step in there, you see a couple of things. One, you see on the left, you see where that purple box is?
Yep.
That's the mechanism. It's a little wheel that you can turn. You're pretty sure it's the mechanism to lift the portcullis. But you also see an open set of doors, double doors to your right over there. Remember, that demon is still up those stairs somewhat. There's another room up there that you can see. We'll just scroll up here a little bit. You can see, you think he's in there, but you don't see him.
Right.
But up those stairs, there's another room in there.
Farina
Now
puts
those
her face between the bars and holds a bar and goes, "Don't you go up there!"
You don't see me.
Gatto, you hear a voice from Farina say, you're not sure entirely, when you only caught about half the message, but you think she said, go up there.
That's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded right.
Sounds legit.
All right, so you find the mechanism. It's pretty easy to puzzle out. It's not super thing, and you can actually get that moving if you want to.
I do.
All right, so you start cranking that up, and Fletcher, as you're sort of lifting it, you're like, whoop, there it goes. And
I must be really strong.
I'm invincible.
And you let go of it, and you could see that the mechanism is going up. And you guys are able to step through. And we are right at 11. So as you guys step through the portcullis, that is where we will start on the next A-team night.
That's where you spring the trap on us.
That is where I will spring multiple traps.
My next round I tried and got through.
Okay, good. Lothar, give me another one real quick. Give me another will save. Or you can see through it, right? Yep, you got through it too.
Okay.
So I think that's everybody, yeah?
I think so.
Okay. All right, cool. So you can all see through the illusion. The portcullis is up. You're slipping into the room. If you guys want to take one more move action before we stop, go ahead. Look out for that grease. Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spell that.
We should maybe search these bodies? No, who cares, right?
Yeah,
I thought Gato would have done that already.
Minotaur
He
bodies.
was rushed. And all right, well, that's where
I should have searched their bodies before I opened the portcullis, though. You're right.
Chaotic greedy on the move.
All right, everybody. That's where we will start in, I believe, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Good night, everybody.
What's next?
Right on.
What's next week?
Next week
B team.
is hold on, let me check. Don't
Yeah, because C team was the week before, last week.
Oh, so yeah,
I think it is B team next week, but let me double check, make sure. Hold on just a second. Yes, 12 January, B team. So B team next week.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
All right.
Guys.
Hey,
Night,
guys.
guys.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
See you later.